Good evening, everyone, and happy Wednesday. We know there's a million places that you could be in life right now, but you choose to be here with us, Nat20Hot. Just a group of ragtag weirdo friends that like to play Dungeons and Dragons with one another. Our cats, our rabbits, sometimes you might see some dogs in the background, our plants, and all of those people have decided to be here tonight so that we might roll some dice and play Theater of the Mind. And all right, I'm done. If you're joining us for the first time, we are a group of friends who like to play Dungeons and Dragons together. We do this for fun. It's all homebrew. We make it up in our heads. We play the rule of cool, so some things might not align to your criminal expectations of what the game should be. In which case, kick rocks. But we hope you
Criminal
stay with us.
expectations.
And instead, I hope you go ahead and check out the link in our chat, which is a link to our Extra Life team page. If you come up on the end of the year, we are encouraging you to make those end of year charitable donations. Who doesn't want a tax deduction in this economy? And all of your money goes towards a very wonderful cause supporting America's children's hospitals across North America, funding critical and life saving care to those who need it. When we were last with the group, just a couple of days ago, the party had finally reunited on the material plane. Dunk and Willem had found themselves in Hylasera with peculiar sights, sounds, and flames brewing on the exterior of the city. But after deciding to warn Talia, the captain of the guard, they kicked rocks themselves, deciding not to do anything about it. So they took the forms of Randy and Sina, both lifeless, to the Ebon Lake, where Branwen, Lady of the Ebon Lake, let them through the Ebon Lake. Their first return to the material plane in months, and in some ways years, including 2 months alone for Bramwin and her new companion Lazer Hawk, and her even newer companion Seraphel. Because much to the surprise of the rest of the party, she had been cavorting with Seraphel in an attempt to befriend her.
Cavorting is a strong word.
Conversing,
Cavorting
chatting.
implies scissoring.
Thank you.
None of that. And yeah, you did it again. You Seraphil returned and magically revived Randy, which is very good, bringing him back to life, bringing him up from the dark, dank void of death into the fugue plane, where he was able to survey some of her handiwork, including the death of the god that once tended to the transition between life and death. Randy was brought back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. As we went up to the second floor to find that Sina was still unconscious. And though Bramwin did encourage Seraphel to do so, Randy was not thrilled about the prospect as Seraphel entered Sina's mind palace and was forced out, with the connotation being that Sina just needed more time. So Willem decided to reveal everything Seraphel ever wanted to know, sending her on her merry way to the woods of the Watham Wood to find Alari's resting place. And after that, they chatted amongst themselves, got angry with one another, and what else is new? Anything I missed, gang?
Gradually down into her seat, and it's funny.
Oh, yes, and Cena did inevitably wake up
Oh yeah.
after
Wait,
Willem
wait.
revealed that Cena had been, or Seraphel had been inside her mind on Branwen's permission, which was not great. So the party went their separate
No.
ways, fled outside so that they might be alone. Oh, and one last very important detail. Willem was revealed to that his sword is a elaborate prank of Lero and Eldros,
It was a bit.
former champions of the gods, to punish those who seek more power instead of true justice. And in an effect to punish Limmy for being a bad sword, Willem put him into the bag of holding and suffers a level of exhaustion as a result.
Oh, yeah, we're all also tired, and some of us are cursed.
Yes, some of you are cursed. Bramwin has a level of
And some of
exhaustion.
us are mega cursed.
Randy has a -4 to all of his everything. Willem has a level of exhaustion. Dunk is doing great at the current juncture.
Dunk's living his best life.
Our golden boy Dunk.
We
And
love
so
him.
it is rather late at night, nearing midnight. And Randy, you got something you want to do?
I would like to mention that we left off last session with Tina saying that she wanted to talk to Branwin.
Ah,
Why
yes.
did you teacher we have
Hello.
homework? Teacher, we have homework.
Teacher, we have repercussions for our actions.
No.
That is true. Branwen.
Randy
Hi.
will go out and walk back across the Evan Lake, where I assume that she's still sitting in the middle of.
Yeah, I'm sending messages, dude. Getting shit done. But also being really sad.
Oh, if you want to do your messages first, then, because I'm sure it'll take me a while to walk out there.
At least a few moments.
At least 5 seconds.
You can seriously drag it out.
He's just like shuffling. Yeah, I'll send before I forget to. I will send a quick message to Amar. Hey girl, hey.
Message go across planes? I thought we reasoned that it cannot.
Yes, it can.
Okay, message can, but sending
Brian
cannot.
cannot go across planes, but sending cannot.
Got it.
I will send Amar. Hey girl, hey. Don't get cut by their weapons. Protect against poison at all costs.
You receive a frantic message back in your mind. It's already too late.
What?
It's already too late.
So Italian.
They spilled spaghetti sauce all over.
Someone touch my spaghetti.
I forgot to cut very much at times.
Okay, but that's a
Brandon, I
concerning
am a dying.
message.
That's very bad.
So I don't know how to do a sad Italian. If only.
Mamma
You did
mia.
it the entire time we were talking to him.
But no! If only I had healthcare.
How am I supposed to go into a sad conversation with this?
I wish I hadn't said that.
Now I forgot. I was gonna send one more, and I can't even remember what it was.
We're probably not allowed to shout out who we're all thinking about, right?
Who did you want to? No. Who did you want
No.
to talk to?
No, I can't remember. I'll let you know if I do.
Okay. Randy, you arrive on the. I'm in serious mode now. I'm here. I'm a little tired. You have arrived. Branwen is there. She looks concerned because she's just received a very not excited message from Amar that he has already been stabbed a few times.
Oh, is that the implication?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll just kind of approach from the back. Sorry. Approach from behind.
Is that better?
That's a little better. It's a little better.
Better.
And I, God damn it.
We're usually better than this.
Getting my sillies out. Okay, we're good. We're good.
I'm sweating.
Sino said that she wanted to talk.
Oh, okay. I kind of assumed that she didn't want to.
I also assumed that, but she was. I asked her if she was sure, even, but she said yes. So I'm here to tell you that, and you can do what you think is best.
You know, you didn't have to walk across this entire lake. You could have just sent like sending or something.
I know.
This is gonna go so poorly.
That is certainly a possibility.
All right. Thanks for not being dead anymore.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks for telling.
No,
Lee.
you don't have to. You don't have. No, we're good. I'm gonna start walking to the shore.
You can see the light flickering from your bedroom. Somebody is
My
definitely
super
awake up
haunted
there.
bedroom.
Yeah.
It's so haunted up there.
You doing anything
Oh,
before you head up to the top?
Randy, Willem and Sina should sleep in Lazer Hawk's cabin.
Okay.
Um,
Just because, like, they're not cool enough to be in the tower, or I mean, I get it.
Unless they want to certainly get super cursed.
Oh, with the consumer
Yeah,
of all unconscious thoughts and stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah.
no, Valerian told me about him. He
Actually,
seems not great.
can I look at Randy and try to suss if he is still super cursed or if death cures all ailments?
You can make an investigation check.
That's a solid 12.
You don't see any of the exterior factors that you've come to know about yourself, Lazer Hawk, El Rey. Um, but I mean, looking at your companion is a bit much right now. He is bruised in pretty much every location. He looks like absolute shit. So it's kind of hard to discern anything good or bad.
I'm feeling pretty
I-
good.
Maybe you just sleep separate from all of us just in case.
Okay. Yeah, I can sleep in on the ground outside.
We can make you a tent. I think Elray has a tent.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
We'll move Elray into the keep.
All right.
Okay.
Well, good luck. She's good luck.
Yep, thanks. I will head on up.
Alright. You head upstairs, and you can see that she has risen from the bed, and is standing like with her back to you as you enter. Her like form kind of casting a silhouette on the far wall from the candles that are lit on the desk. Um, and her head kind of turns as she hears you getting closer up the stairs. And she kind of gestures to what are more runes, in many cases scratched into the stone. Uh, what's um, what's all this?
Those? Um, I don't super know.
She turns, and at this point, she's only wearing the bandages, so you can kind of see the scope of the injury that she received. Um, and she turns towards you and goes, "Is that what's leading to what you decided to do?"
I am so sorry. Um, it's been kind of bad here, but I could have found something else, and I didn't, and I'm very sorry.
Make an insight check.
18.
And don't forget you have exhaustion.
So rude. Still 18.
Okay. You can actually very quickly see that as like she turns, she's asked you a question facing away from you. And as she turns, you can see kind of the puffiness under her eyes. She's been crying, but she also looks furious, and it's not a rage that you've typically seen directed at you. Um, However, as you like immediately lead with contrition, and especially like when you say that not just sorry, but like where you could have found other things to do, you do see her face soften a bit. And then she kind of shakes it and tries to, it's almost like she's trying to be angry. Uh, so you did think about me when you decided to do this, but it wasn't enough to change your mind. You know what you did was wrong, but you did it anyway.
I've been trying to talk to you every single day for the past 2 months. I didn't think I could.
Can you just explain it to me? Help me understand, because right now, at the moment, I can only see it. I want to be furious with you because it's an abject betrayal. Like, of all people, I would have thought that you standing alongside someone who destroyed me, you know better than anyone. You know better than Randy. You've seen the scars. You've seen now the new one. Do you have any idea what that feels like to see you with her? To know that you chose to let her into my head. To let her back into my head. For what?
I'm not gonna make excuses. You deserve better than excuses. I chose wrong because I was scared. And it was the wrong choice, and I'm sorry for that.
You're making it really hard to be mad at you.
You can be mad at me. It's
I am.
fine. I know.
So we're friends with her now? You went the path of Randy? You've decided that we need something from her? She's dangerous. Not just to me, but to everyone. Don't you get it? I've seen every single person I love go down a path with her. I did it. She promised me everything. She promised she could make me something more than I'd ever dreamt of being. Then I watched Randy get caught up in it. Not just with her, but with all of them. These gods. Less than gods, whatever they are. They promise you something, they tell you what you want to hear, but in reality, it's only what you think you want to hear. They're just lies that you tell yourself. Now I'm watching you fall for it. What am I supposed to think?
And if you can, I don't know. We need help, and I have run out of ideas completely. We have to kill a god.
We have to? We have? Did you ever think
You
that
don't
maybe we
have
should
to.
just be content with the life that we have?
I can't be content with the life that I have because I'm
Right, because
extremely cursed right now.
super important. You're Lady of the Ebon Lake now.
That thing that we found in Old Hallow has. I'm extremely cursed right now. And I'm pretty sure the only way that I can get rid of it is to kill a god. So if you know a way to do that, please let me know.
I don't. But we don't need her to do that. We figure it out together or we die together. At the end of the day, she's not the answer. And if you think that I'm going to let her use you the same way she used me, you're wrong, B. I'll stop her. Even if it means I have to go through you.
Yeah, I'll try to find something
You don't.
that's different.
You don't. She kind of like walks off to another side of the room. You don't have to fix everything.
I feel like I have to fix it if it's my fault to begin with.
It's not your fault. Not everything is your fault. Like I've spent the better part. I mean, it feels like a year. It's been months falling in love with you, and for everything, for all of the good things, and the very few faults. But one of those faults is that, yeah, you fuck up a lot. But that doesn't mean that you're responsible for every misguided decision that this, whatever you want to call this group, makes. And the narrative, we are doomed by the narrative. Like, we sit here and things just happen to us. You think anyone decided that some nobody farm boy was going to be involved with the greatest witch that we've ever known, apparently? Or that the daughter of a fourth tier diplomat in some city I've never heard of before 2 months ago is now an immortal being responsible for ferrying souls between the planes? No! Things just happen to us. We don't actually have to fix them. Matter of fact, I like when we didn't. Why do we assume that we carry the burden of responsibility of fixing everyone's problems? We can't even fix our own. You need to get out of your own way. I'm sorry, but I've told you this before, and I know I've been nicer about it, but I thought you were seeing it more clearly. Not everything is your fault. Not everything is your responsibility to fix. Be you. It's like I told Randy, I'm not looking for someone to be a hero. I'm looking for someone to be my dad. I'm not looking for someone to be my dad. I'm looking for someone to spend my life with, however short it needs to be. And we're not going to get that if we're too focused on racing to the end.
I don't want to spend the rest of my life seeing things and not sleeping and forgetting people, though. So I'd like to sit and do nothing. I'd like to sit and take a vacation or something, but I can't.
You're seeing things,
They're all over the walls, for fuck's sake.
forgetting things.
Yeah, there's someone at the estate that I apparently used to know.
So we figure it out. But I mean it. She's not involved.
I don't know if I can promise that.
Then I guess we both have some thinking to do. And she is going to walk downstairs, grabbing her tunic on the way, so she's not topless.
You. This is gonna sound terrible, but you should sleep in the cabin in Lazer Hawk's cabin with Willem. It's probably not good for you or Willem to sleep in here.
I was thinking the same thing. And she will
Brutal.
walk downstairs.
Great times. Love this for me.
Anything else anyone would like to do before taking a rest?
I mean, if Sina's walking in, I'll have a chat with Sina.
Where are you? Are you? Well, you've been outside with your sword, so
Oh,
I'll say you see her.
the
She.
last time we left off was I stuck the sword in the bag of holding, um, and then I would like to play catch with Doug with the rhyme-bound stone.
Okay. So I'll say you see as Cena kind of huffs out of the tower as you play catch with Doug.
Uh-oh. Evan, I don't know if you're trying to talk, but you're muted.
That's a big yikes.
Pretty massive yikes. Yeah. I assume that went great.
Yep. Well, they'll get over it. They always do.
Yeah. Hey Dunk, you're sort of like my moral compass in difficult situations. So I gotta ask you, how bad do you think I fucked up with that whole telling Seraphil where she wanted to go thing? Because like I don't feel bad about it right now, but I don't know if I should.
I think from where we're standing, it's pretty easy to see that it's pretty. It seems like it's not really that big of a deal, but I mean, I don't know. I guess we did in their eyes. We showed up after months, and then all of a sudden just gave them the one thing, gave Seraphel the one thing they had over.
But I guess Seraphel, or I thought Seraphel was our ally now. So what's the big deal if we both want the same thing, which is to kill this monster or whatever? Save the world.
I mean, I kind of have to agree with you. I mean, if she's supposed to be our ally now, like,
And like not for nothing, but I think it's kind of fucked up of Brandon to like hold out on her if she's trying to build trust. Like, what's going on?
I mean, I can definitely get like not giving it to her right off the bat, but I mean, Seraphel wasn't going to be her like little cure disease machine forever, right?
Bring people back to life machine. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I think the quid pro quod, the some verb about that. Um,
Doug knows what a
Yeah,
verb is.
squid pro row.
um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it was. If it didn't happen then, I don't know. It's gonna happen very soon.
You always have a way of making me feel better about things, and I just gotta say I appreciate it so much. These little moments we share.
You get a lot of shit. Some of it's deserved, but not all of it. And
Thanks, man.
yeah, I just
You don't get any shit because you never do anything wrong. You're so cool. That probably sounds like really like sarcastic and nasty, but like it's not. I'm being 100% genuine. You're the coolest.
coming from you, I feel it.
Oh,
Thanks.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Roll to hug.
Uh, Also, I don't know what we're doing with this, if that whole chronomancy plan is happening now or what, but
It kind of seems like it's not really because the whole thing was for Randy to go talk to Seraphel and like convince her to not destroy the world. So that kind of seems out the window.
yeah. So now we have this, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I guess we'll just have to find out for ourselves, like, what the best use of it would be.
Yeah. Should
Probably doesn't.
we didn't tell anybody about it, right? We
No,
kept
I think we
between.
did. I think we did.
Oh, I don't remember.
I think we
I know it was
mentioned.
just like yesterday, but it feels like so long ago.
Yeah.
The group does know that you stole the Rhinebound Stone.
But do they know what it does?
No.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, that is something that let's keep that to ourselves for now, because if Seraphel gets
Sounds
it,
good.
I know she's like our friend right now, but I'm not sure I trust her or something like that.
Oh yeah, not 100%.
So we'll play that one close to the chest.
Yeah. We should probably have a big conversation tomorrow to find out what everybody knows and like what the real deal is. But I don't know. Ever since I threw my, I feel so tired.
You look sleepy. You know,
Yeah.
I think not that it'll all blow over in the morning, but a night of rest will do everybody some good.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go inside to the tower and figure out the sleeping arrangements.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck is up with this tower and the rune walls? And do you think we need to get them out of there?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Yeah. No. I wanted to talk about that because they are being like really creepily like nonchalant about it. And I don't like that.
Yeah, remember when Lazer Hawk was talking but no words were coming out?
Yeah.
That felt chalant to me.
Not to him, which was the concerning part. So
Yeah.
maybe let's ask him about that before we go to sleep, because I don't want to sleep in there. If that's creepy.
Yeah. Good idea. Randy doesn't know either, so because he just got brought back from the dead and all.
Oh, Randy. Yeah, I think I said Brainwood.
No,
Yeah, no.
Brainwood definitely knows.
Yeah, let's go see if I mean she's probably not going to want to talk to us too much right now, but let's see if we can at least get some idea of what this is all about.
Alright. The pair of
Well,
you.
I guess we'll go into the tower and
All right. The pair of
hello.
you head into the tower and find Branwyn there, very melancholy. Randy, are you venturing in from the lake, or are you hanging outside for this?
I'm gonna hang outside for a little while. I guess I'll just stay on the lake, kind of lay down and look at the stars.
Okay. Lazer Hawk will venture into the tower, as he's
Hell yeah.
not very trustworthy of Willem at the moment. The pair of you venture in. Laserhawk follows close behind, and you see Branwyn standing in there. And
I am
Elray
cleaning
is
all of my
sitting by the
weapons.
fire.
I am cleaning all my weapons and my armor.
Just wondering what the sleeping arrangements were for all of us.
Um, anyone that hasn't been having nightmares sleeps in the cabin. Everyone that has sleeps in here.
So I have to sleep in here.
Or you can sleep in a tent outside, but you're not sleeping in that cabin.
I would much rather do that. These fucking runes. What? Okay, hang on. What are these runes?
I
I feel
didn't
like we
notice
didn't.
them until you guys pointed them out. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sleeping in a tent.
Why don't you sleep in a tent? Also, Branwyn
We believe they are manifestations
and
of the
Laserhawk.
affliction. They occur when we are sleeping but awake, and we don't necessarily remember the actions that we commit during this time.
Wait, Yeah, okay. No, I definitely don't want
That
to stay in here.
sounds very familiar, actually. Um,
Yeah, it's
this
from what we
and
found in that scary hell pit.
that's also what was happening to the people in Misthold when Ophelia was doing her whole Night Weaver thing.
Not quite the same.
Uh, Waking while still asleep, not really being in control of their own actions, drained of vitality, having horrible nightmares.
They are very specific nightmares, and they are recurring with the same lines every time memories begin to fade.
And so, if we sleep separately, those of us not getting nightmares will continue to not get them.
Such is our hope. We believe that the current spread of affliction is entirely based on being adjacent for extended periods of time with those that have it at night, during times of rest.
How adjacent, just so I can know for future reference.
Sleeping in the same house, to be clear.
Okay.
I
And
think
so
it so
these
far
will
we
all.
determined it only starts spreading at a certain stage, I believe.
Yes, it wasn't until Brenman's dreams became more advanced that the pair of us picked it up.
How widespread is this?
As far as we know, it's the people in this room.
Let's keep it that way.
Brenman, make an insight check.
I don't think I need to. I
Okay.
think I know things. That's a 17, though.
And Willem and Doug can make active perception checks.
15.
14.
Willem, you are able to notice Elray pass a glance toward Bran. Bran, when you see a knowing look, indicating he's probably thinking of the conversation that he had with you just before the group arrived.
I'm going to look between them and go, is there something else?
There is a chance, given our proximity to those the Marigold estate, that there are others who have it. I was considering returning there to do some investigations prior to your arrival.
So why did you just lie to me and say you were the only ones who had it?
I did not lie to you. I said, so far as we know, we are the only ones that have it. I literally just told you that I'd be returning to the Marigold estate just before you arrived to do some further investigation. Mind your tone.
Look, we've all had a trying day. Why don't we just go to our respective, hopefully safe, Willem, sleeping arrangements and call it a day?
That sounds like a good idea, Dunk.
I suppose I should probably mention that I'm planning on going to Hylasera tomorrow
Alone.
with whoever wants to come with me.
The fuck is
Have
Hylasera?
you
Wait, what?
The fuck is Hylasera?
Oh, that's on another plane of existence. You'll love it.
All right, fuck it.
Do you want to kill things?
Damn right.
Might be a lot of that happening.
I want to kill things.
I mean, you can come too. Yeah. Amar's already been poisoned, so once
Oh,
Randy's rested up, we'll need to get Randy over there so he can help somehow, at least. I'm thinking that if you rest for a couple days, it's not going to add too many. Not too much time will pass, but at least I can go over there and start helping out where needed.
Yeah,
If they already got him, isn't it kind of too late?
No, I'm still here. Randy's scramble can help.
I can also cure poison by touching people, and when I tried to do that to you after you get stabbed, it didn't work.
Yeah, but Randy's scramble did work.
Okay? So, whatever. Yeah, I'm sort of honor bound to go help, so if you'll have me, I'll go too.
If I'll have you?
Well, you didn't seem too pleased with me a little while ago, so I didn't know if you'd want me to come.
I mean, come if you want. I don't. It's not your home that's on fire.
Holy
I
shit!
mean, it sounds like. Funny you mention that because it seems like there's a nightmare plague spread by an ancient god of nothingness spreading throughout my home, and it's not my fault that it's here, if you want to bring that up.
Yes, You think I'm not aware?
Dare I ask why we've just gotten so aggressive? Finally, I have an NPC back in the room.
Well,
you just
did Elray actually just say that?
Yes.
Willem, I'm sorry. It was a
I turn to him and
terrible
point and
choice
say,
of words,
"Don't
but you
fucking
know
talk,
it's.
kidnapper."
I beg your pardon?
Willem, we don't know the whole story.
Willem, you're way out of line.
Lock anybody in any orbs within the past few hundred years?
I don't believe so. What? How did we get here? Were we not making plans to go to Hylasera? What are you talking about? An orb?
I'm insight checking just because of me stuff was check. That's a 19.
He has no idea what's being said. He's very confused.
Your boyfriend locked a royal baby in an orb in his tower.
He's talking
That
about
wasn't his
Dragon Boss.
boyfriend.
Uh,
Oh, so that I'm actually sorry about. I thought you guys were gay as hell for each other.
has there ever been a day in your life that you think before you speak? I
On occasion.
would sooner rather not dignify whatever this accusation is with an answer, but it's so outlandish that I'll simply tell you that yes, Drakenvoss and I were friends. We were adventuring companions, and I have shared the full truth with Branwen, though I didn't share it in earlier encounters because I didn't think it relevant. I assure you, I have no idea of whatever or person you're speaking of. Beyond what Branwen has told me about the potential Draken has done this, I've had barely any contact with him in 50 years. Insect.
I'm gonna punch him in the fucking face.
I
My
Oh.
God!
cast cold person.
Willem roll to hit and make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm also going to attempt to grapple Willem.
Well, my wisdom saving throw is a 17.
Silvery barbs.
You're technically using your reaction to cast the spell, so I will not allow that to happen.
I would like to help. Nope, I'm not going to do anything.
But Dunk, you can make a contested strength check and against Willem.
22.
Strength check.
Yes.
Yeah.
19.
uh, Dunk is able to kind of like, as you're you're really telling yourself. You kind of throw your fist, and Dunk is able to catch it and kind of grabs it and pulls it down and holds on to you. And Elray, never flinching, just kind of like seems a little hot under the collar. I'll retire
Dunk,
for the evening.
don't get him out of my house.
I'm gonna spit at him.
He just walks away.
All right, buddy, come on, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna give Brandon a nod and kind of help my friend leave.
Dunk's hands on me. I'll calm down a little bit, but I am fucking fuming.
Once they're gone, I'm gonna turn to Branwyn and just say, "You were waiting for these guys to come back. Well, Dunk seems cool, but Willem, really?"
I think Branwyn just starts crying.
Lazer Hawk has no fucking clue what to do.
Anyone else doing anything before the long rest?
Randy's gonna sleep outside on the lake,
Okay.
like a waterbed.
Like a waterbed. How long does water walk will last?
Yeah, great question.
He definitely like is laying there, falls asleep, and then just
You have to maintain concentration.
I don't think so.
Ah,
Apparently water walk is concentration.
1 hour.
Yeah, so just as you're
I
kind of
could
like
fall asleep there.
slipping into unconsciousness, like the water starts to like kind of start to fill into your ears and throws off your equilibrium, so you like pop up and head and curl up on the shore.
Yeah.
Question, actually.
Okay.
Do Branwyn's clothes get wet when she goes out onto the water?
No.
Love that for me.
Yeah. The rest of you lay your weary heads to rest. Dunk. As you slumber, you find yourself standing up in the forest, in the not quite near the lake. It is a part of the. You're certainly on the material plane. It's a part of the wood that you don't quite recognize, but you're sure you've tracked through it before in your many adventures. And as you make your way, kind of using your awl as a walking stick, you turn for a moment a bit confused as you spot a mirror standing very oddly in the woods. It's kind of nestled between trees and carved into the bark. As you approach it, you find yourself kind of staring back at yourself with hollow eyes. Make an investigation check.
oh man, this is a spooky. Oh god. Oh, ooh, 18.
As you stare into your reflection, you can see that not everything is all there. There are bits of you that seem to be flaky and like passing off of you into the air. And as you look back at yourself and inspect more closely, you can see the reflection of the glass start to crack and then fracture off into many different pieces. And a deep, gravelly voice rings out, echoing around you, pulling your attention away. Piece by piece, you slip into me. And as the shards shatter off of the mirror and begin to pass by, you can see visions passing by your eyes, reflections of days gone by. You can see clasping arms with Willem, your blood oath secured. And then another, the young lad, sickly, unfortunately not doing very well, tended to by a young nurse. In the and suddenly the name of the tower doesn't quite come to you. The name of the boy doesn't quite come to you. And you can see yourself handing him something. An item you once carried. An item you once wore, perhaps. And as the shard shifts from reach, out of touch. Everything begins to kind of collapse around you, and you wake up, and you can only remember the shattering of glass as the sun rises on a new day.
I'm just gonna shuffle up, try to kind of shake it off, um, and go dip my face in the lake to wash my face.
Okay. As the sun rises, the rest of you begin to wake. Branwyn, you spend a lot of the night kind of cleaning your weapons and your armor. Um, Sleep, meditation eluded you for some time. Um, but as you kind of come out of your trance, you are pretty surprised to see Sina situated at the foot of your bed. And she immediately holds up a hand. She says, I know. You told me not to be here. I'm sorry. I I wasn't happy with how we left things. I understand why you did what you did.
Okay.
I just want you to understand that it's going to be hard for me. But I've done a lot of thinking and I've done a lot of growing. And a lot of that is thanks to you. So I'm choosing to trust you. And I'm choosing to believe that this is the best path forward. Because you think it is.
Oh, I don't know if I'm right.
Act as if ye have faith, and faith shall be given to you. Put it another way, fake it till you make it. Right?
God. But what if this path forward still deals with her?
I had to face her eventually. I was hoping it would be on my terms. But we're doomed by the narrative, right?
Apparently.
I love you. I
I
love
think I love you too. I'm going to Hylasera.
you. And I'm going to.
So heads up, it is a war zone apparently.
Well, it's what we've been built for.
All right. Do you think we can get Randy to make some scramble, like the really fancy scramble?
Let's go ask him.
Randy!
You both head downstairs and find the lower part of the tower empty at this time of the morning. But as you go out, you can see your other companions starting to rise from their respective slumbers. Dunk is sitting by a tree, kind of just waking up. Willem off deeper into the wood, and Randy curled up by the shoreline.
Oh yeah, while I think that scene is not looking, I'm gonna check my little list of people.
Okay. It all looks the same.
Cool. Uh, hey Randy.
Oh, yo, good morning.
Um, can you make that really fancy scramble in to-go bags?
I'm so happy you asked. Yes, I can, and yes, I will. And I get up
And I do a big stretch and I walk into the kitchen. Is there a kitchen in this
There is a kitchen.
tower?
It does have food in it.
There's a little kitchen. It's more like a kitchenette.
I go in there and I start making a big pan of scramb.
Fancy scramb.
Fancy scramb.
Dunk and Willem start to approach as they have found you out here with Randy, and are surprised to see Sina, or rather excited to see Sina with you.
I'm fully surprised.
Can I just say that this is something I've been looking forward to for a while? Just getting the band back together, eating scramble, and go kill some shit.
Branwen's head. She's going. It's been like 3 days for them.
Yeah, but I don't know. Something about it just feels cool, new.
Okay.
Can we discuss the plan over breakfast?
I mean, it's gonna be slight grab and go for me, but sure.
For all of us, I think.
Well, I don't know if Randy
Mm,
should stay a couple days and rest up, and then he'll meet us there. He can get himself there.
I have bad news.
What?
No, you
This
don't.
is-
You
sorry.
don't have bad news.
Oh,
Okay, I don't have bad news.
What? I don't like whatever just happens there.
It was about Heroes Feast, the scramb.
oh.
But continue.
If he
Now I'm
comes with
scared.
us,
All of you are now in the
You
kitchen.
can
I will
sleep.
say.
We're all in the kitchen? Okay.
Yeah.
if he comes with us, he can sleep in the Feywild for, like a few days, and that's more efficient because more time passes over there, or
No,
less
it's
time.
literally
No,
the opposite.
No, I think it's
Okay.
the opposite.
Okay. Well,
I've been
yeah,
waiting
then
for you
maybe we
guys
should
for
stay here
2
if he is.
months.
Yeah, so he
Yes.
takes a few days, and then he'll meet us in like an hour.
I'm feeling really good, actually. I could go, like, right now.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
I don't have to because I know at least Randy
21.
believes that.
Randy definitely believes that, but Brandon, something feels a little off with this conversation.
Randy, what's up with you?
I was dead, and now I'm not dead, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I think it's about time that we use my not dead body to do some things that, you know, could help others and everyone
I'm
else's
gonna
not dead bodies.
I'm gonna telepathically in his head. You're hiding something.
Can I respond?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Do the rest of us notice any weird vibes?
Nolan, check your DMs.
Hold on. I don't know how to do that because I'm on a phone.
No one's getting secret
Oh, boy.
messages?
Oh, I got a bunch of secret messages. Damn. Oh. So sorry, Chris.
It's okay.
No, everything's fine.
Okay, I got mine.
The vibes are rancid here. What's going on?
No, you
Okay.
don't know the vibes are rancid. Everything's fine.
Brandon's vibes
Listen,
are
Sina
always
apologized
rancid.
to you. It's great. I mean, yes, but
I have to
this
scroll.
is Nolan saying that, not Willem.
You're making me feel worse.
No, everything's cool.
So
Okay, well,
Hylasera?
let's-
We're going to Hylasera today?
Yes.
Great. And what's the plan? You know the place better than any of us. And you got this.
Oh god. We get there, we find Amar. Amar tells us what to do.
That's a great plan.
Cool.
Amar would know better than anybody, since he knows the place even better than you would, Branwyn.
And Bryman picked the plan, so it's a good one.
I gotta say, rare Brandwin W.
Yeah.
They have been rare lately, but they're not rare anymore.
What's going on here?
Nothing, sweetheart.
Just, getting ready to save the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys,
Have some scramble.
don't worry about her. She's just afraid that she'll forget about us. And it won't matter. Because we're going to forget about her.
Sina, you are so correct right now.
Right?
Yeah.
And why?
It's out of bounds.
And why wouldn't we? And Brenwyn, the space around you begins to fracture.
Assholes! You guys suck!
The hyperventilation actually really. The world around you begins to fracture as pieces flying off in different directions. And the voice rings out again through Sina's lips. You can no longer hold on to what I will take. And a shard hurtles past your eyes. A familiar face. Father-like. But not quite. As you watch Elray pass by your eyes.
No! What?
What?
I'm gonna kill that bug man.
I was like, no, sea bass. Oh, no shit.
And you find yourself like sweat piled high. Feeling the effects of a long rest expunging your exhaustion.
When I wake up, I do the thing I do every morning and I check my list.
Sina, Willem, Brandy. You're not quite sure about that one. Elar? Eel Ray. Dunk.
You're so
Colette.
evil. I'm just gonna run outside. And panic, I guess.
As you run outside, you can see your companion Dunk like frantically splashing water on his face. Randy getting up and stretching. Willem starting to trudge back from the depths of the woods, and Sina hurling her knife against the tree, pulling it back to her hand, hurling it back to her hand.
Everything's so bad.
I knew it was bad when you guys were saying I was doing a good job.
Your worst nightmare.
The very funny thing is, I'm like messaging Nolan
Everybody's supporting you.
the passphrase to start being very supportive, and the reality was like you weren't unsupportive. You were actually way nicer than I thought you would be. I was like, man, if this is his version of supportive, yikes!
Oh, I just fully didn't get a notification on my phone, and then I was like, "Oh shit! Sorry, the ruin was a little bit moment. The ruin was a little bit moment. Moment was ruined."
Not at all. Still
Yeah,
Okay, so
it
everything is
didn't give
bad
me a
still.
notification
Everything's
either.
bad still.
the very funny
Great.
thing is that Dunk was
Awesome.
absurdly supportive
Yeah.
without knowing anything. Yeah. So the morning is yours. Willem is no
Who is-
longer exhausted.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go find Lazer Hawk. I'm gonna go run and go find Lazer Hawk.
He is
Randy will
sleeping
start making
downstairs.
scramble.
Wait, what?
He was
Randy's
sleeping
gonna make some.
and Laserhawk was sleeping
Oh.
downstairs when you ran past outside.
Yeah, I run back inside. Wait, scrap. Um,
Yeah. Sorry. What's up?
it happened. I'm gonna point at the list at Elray's name.
Oh fuck.
I don't know who this is.
El Rey is, as far as I can tell, the closest thing you have to a father on this side of the street, this side of the realm. Y'all are close.
Okay.
Um, he's he's a stand-up guy. You can trust him. And I'll. Is this something that you would tell him?
I don't know.
No, you would.
I would tell him that
You would
this.
tell him that you forgot him
Okay.
if you remembered him.
Um, where is he?
Lazer Hawk, you would know
Should
that he tends to go for morning walks.
He's off on his daily morning walk.
Okay, do I wait for him or
I guess.
At
okay?
this
come back
point, the
eventually.
rest of you start to trickle into the tower.
I would like to talk to Sina privately first.
Dunk walks into the tower. Willem, as you're trudging
That'd
back,
be
you
great.
hear Sina kind of like sheathes the dagger and starts to turn towards the tower to start walking in.
I'll just sort of tap her on the shoulder gently and be like, "Hey, sorry. No, this is probably not a good time, but sort of wanted to ask how you were doing."
Me? I'm great. I'm awesome. The love of my life is cavorting with my greatest abuser. And
Yep.
the greater group that I've decided to find myself with for by nature of kind of just stumbling upon me and taking an interest
Right.
in me is quite possibly like the worst group of people I've ever met when they're paired all together. So I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Mhm. Oh, I'm not really good. Yeah,
What else
thanks
is
for
new?
asking. Yeah, no, everything sucks. I have a question for you. Do you remember the conversation that we had when we were stuck in whatever the fuck was under Old Hallow? You
Sure.
and I were the only ones who kept it on the level, and I think I said we need to look out for each other, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to let you know, and you might not like hearing this, but like, I got your back, and we need to make sure everything stays as okay as it can be here.
Sounds great.
Okay. If you ever need to hit something, I'm down.
And she's just going to walk past you.
Love that. Yeah,
And
I'll go to the tower with everybody else.
by this point, the group has gathered in the base of the tower. Um, group.
Um, y'all want to eat some scramble?
Yeah, Randy, can you make that fancy scramble?
I can make that fancy scramble, but it only lasts for an hour, and then it disappears.
Okay, okay.
The scramble is the effects of the scramble.
the scramble
The
itself.
scramble
It takes
itself.
it
Okay.
takes 1 hour to
Okay.
consume and then disappears at the end of that time.
Okay. Then you'll just have to make some more when you're in Hylasera, and then Amar can have some. And then Amar will get better. That'll be fine.
Okay.
Hmm.
Y- Are you seem worse than yesterday.
Thanks.
No, like not in a like are you okay is what I'm asking.
Oh, I'm super mega cursed. It's fine, but I gotta go help my homeland that's on fire. So
No, for sure. That checks out.
yeah. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna have some scramble and then head out with Maple, and I should get there in a couple hours. This is fine.
What is all this I, we're coming with you? Except for Randy, I think.
Yeah, you
I'd
can come
like
with.
to be of help, but it's I'm not exactly.
You were dead yesterday.
Oh yeah, Randy, you're now at -3 to everything.
Good.
Hey!
As you guys are talking, the door swings open and Elroy kind of comes in, hangs up a bit of a walking cloak on the doorway, and he goes, "So, have we finalized a plan for Hylasera? I'm more than happy
Uh,
to go ahead, Randy."
as
Yeah, we gotta
as
differentiate.
Elray comes in, Lazer Hawk is gonna nudge Branwyn and just kind of like do this at him.
Um, Elroy kind of
What
comes
do I
in, looks
do?
over,
What's up, dude?
if I'm more than happy to support the effort, and I can teleport you to wherever we need to go if you can describe it well enough once we're on the other plane. Uh, of course, I can stay here as well and see to the issues or lack thereof at the Marigold Estate. Whatever you think is best, Brandon. He's going to look directly at you.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I can be teleported there.
You can describe where
That
you'd like
sounds
to be.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll describe basically like the palace, I guess, like where Mars gonna be.
Okay. All right. Well, does anyone need to do anything before we make our way then?
Um,
I have a favor to ask you.
Task me.
Yes.
Intriguing. What service might I do for you?
You've been on this plane for a long enough time, as I understand it, to somewhat consider it a second home. And I would ask that, if
I was
possible,
born
you
here.
bring the. Oh,
It is,
well,
it
I
is
thought you were
my
from the other place.
it is my
Sorry,
home.
it's been a long time. Well, as somebody from here, you probably are inclined to protect it, as are the rest of us. And so I would ask that, if possible, you might bring everybody at the Marigold Estate here to limit any possible spread of the contagion from the rest of the plane.
That was my intent going there, but if I'm to help you get to Hylasera, it will need to wait at least another day or so. At the very
Okay.
least, I can inform them to stay at the estate. I sent that message
I
this
could
morning.
I could also do it.
Terrific. Until we know more, just ask that they stay in Hylasera. Sorry, at the Marigold Estate. And then once we've dealt with the business in Hylasera, I will return and survey each of them to understand the potential spread of the affliction, and we will address it from there.
I would actually think, if possible, that I would rather have them come here to limit any possible contact with people not at the Marigold Estate already.
I believe what we are describing is that if anyone there has it, then they are all at risk and should thus isolate. Until we know more.
Yes, isolate here further away from Trowwood. Because who knows who might pass by the Marigold Estate. I feel like people are less likely to pass by here. But I could be wrong.
Nobody passes by the estate. It is a place you live or leave from.
Okay, well, the more isolated everybody stays, the better. It seems like we're in agreement about that, and you had already thought of it, so great.
Yes.
I just want to let them know that they're all going to perhaps be mega cursed. Should I tell them that they are all going to die one day?
No. Just to monitor for any bad dreams, and if anyone in the house has bad dreams, then the entire group should stay at the house and not leave.
Okay, yeah, no, I can do that. That's easy.
Randy, the health and safety inspector.
As far as anybody
That little
is
rat's a
aware,
chef over
are
there. That seems
you-
fine.
What were you
As
saying?
far as anybody is aware, are you the most afflicted? The condition is the most far along with you? All of you who have it?
It would be Bren who is the most far along. The both of us have only received it in the last 2 weeks or so.
Well, I mean, Randy and Dunk also.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean,
our estimation is that the progress advances with greater amount of sleep, and given that the time dilation here is very different, Branwen has been sleeping a lot more, and so its condition has worsened far
Certainly.
more.
I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. Kind of better than I have in a long, long time.
But when was the last time you had a nightmare, Randy?
Who can say? I don't remember. My whole life was a nightmare before I died.
Yes, well,
Does anybody else feel like really good?
No,
are we doing this thing or
I
what?
feel better with the scramble.
Yeah, we should go.
Good. Anyone else want to do anything before you head off to Hylasera?
Is Sina?
I would like to request. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna. Is Sina going or is she staying?
I'm going.
Gay.
I would like to request a quick potty break if that's acceptable.
Sure, we can take a short break, and I'll say.
I was
Go ahead.
okay. I was gonna ask Lazer
You can
Hawk
go
to
on. I'll
talk to
just
Elray
be right
with
back.
me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to tell him this because I don't know him.
Yeah, I can help you out there, partner.
Okay.
Do I notice them having this little conversation?
Make a perception check.
Well, that's not one, so no.
You do not.
He's having bacon.
You
He's
are
having a treat.
too caught up in
I
the
am-
breakfast of it all to notice anything out of the ordinary. Elray approaches the two of you, Branwen and Randy, Lazer Hawk. Says, well, once you allow us passage through the lake, Branwen, we will. You'll describe the palace to me as best you can, and I will do my best to get us as close as possible.
Okay.
Is everything all right?
I wait for Bramwin to speak if she's going to.
I'm just gonna take out the list.
Yes, this is the list of people that you've been making sure that you do not forget. Oh dear. Do you not
I
remember
don't
what?
know your name.
Was that now?
I see. Well, my name is Erlking. And for the better part of 5 years of my life and a few, maybe 18 months of yours, you've been the closest thing I've had to a daughter. Which I know is a weird thing to say to someone who might be meeting me for the first time. But it doesn't change anything for me. You'll just have to get to know me again. And I could never forget you. Let's go save your home.
Okay.
If there's anything that you leave me with today, know that you can always trust me. Always. He's like,
Chris, you got me.
place a hand on your shoulder. And for a moment, it kind of looks like he's going to go for a hug, and then he keeps you at arm's length.
You're like, this is weird.
You just now describe the palace as vividly as possible. The more vivid, the better.
I do that.
Roll a d20 to see how vividly you do.
How good your
Like-
words?
Unless you want to just
Do
tell me what it's like.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to think of what places I've been.
Okay.
Oh wait. I will describe my mom's really scary office.
In great detail.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do that. I can't remember anything off of the dome, but it's definitely in here somewhere.
That's okay. You can roll a d20 with advantage, given that.
Huge
Oh.
desk with a portrait of her behind it, and a portrait of you guys on the desk.
I got a 19 on that first roll.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
I remember it very vividly because my mom took my mouth away.
That's right. Okay. After you make your way through the Ebon Lake, you're able to bring everyone very quickly as you're kind of traveling as a group. You stand on the shore of the Ebon Lake on the Fey Plain. It is dawn, like dawnish time there, and he rolls quite well in casting teleportation. So he does his familiar, like kind of like clap, pass, and open a big ass door. And you can see the interior of a very posh office. And you can actually see through the teleportation portal that a lot of the portraits, including, bless you, that of your mother, are now off of the walls and stacked against the wall. And he goes, well, all's ashore that's going ashore. Randy, good luck.
Thanks.
Oh wait, you got it totally left
Not
you
a
on the
problem.
material plane. Yeah, so you're good.
We forgot Randy.
Yeah, Randy just like. Oh, did we all eat scramble? Did everyone want to eat the mega scramble?
Yeah, I ate the
Yes.
mega scramble.
Do you want to
Just-
describe the effects of
I will.
Hero's
Just to
Feast?
remind, like 4 of them. Each creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison.
All
and being-
diseases.
What? All
What?
diseases.
All diseases.
What you
Except
have
for-
is not a disease.
Except for God, it's what you got. Becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. And your hit point maximum increases by 2d10.
Ooh.
2D.
Nice.
Neat.
Oh wait, that's me. I get that too.
Do you roll it, or do we roll
not-
it each?
You roll your
I
own
think
d10. Yeah, you roll your own
rolls their own.
2d10.
I rolled shit.
I also did.
Supplies.
That's pretty good. 17.
I got 7.
I got 6.
It's worse.
Chris, how does it feel to have gotten to the first cry of this campaign?
You cried? I didn't even see it.
Yes.
Oh man, I'll have to go back and watch the recording.
No.
All right, it was for me. It was the hyperventilating where you went, "What's going on?" That was really good. All right, you step through the portal, and as you step into the now former office of Annalise Foxbriar, um, you can feel the palace shaking. And you don't, all of you are keen enough to notice. So, wow, there's Lazer Hawk, Willem, Dunk, Sina, Bramwin, and Elray. There's 7 of you this time. Okay. No, 6.
Buster.
And Buster. Yeah, so there's 7
Yeah.
of you. Um, and all of you can feel like kind of the ground shuddering beneath your feet. You also hear a chorus of horns blaring through the morning. Um, and I apologize. It's not dawn. I said it was dawn, but that was from a previous description. It is more like late morning, early afternoon. Um, you can hear a bit of distant shouting, but it's hard, and the smell of smoke hangs in the air. Um, so, Branwyn, where are you headed to once you are in the palace?
Um, I am going to head to. It's a palace. It has a fucking war room for sure.
Yes, you would generally know that there is a throne room, and that you don't know of a war room because the summer court definitely doesn't fight in wars. But if there was any
That's
place that
fair.
they would go,
Yeah,
they
I'll head.
might.
I'll head to the throne room.
Okay. As you race through the palace, the rest of you kind of trailing behind Branwyn, you can see through the windows that the city is bathed in a bit of a flickering glow, and that the flames that Willem and Dunk saw on your way in are like starting to get higher and higher into the sky from beyond the walls. You can see like kind of distant shadows running across the buildings that you can catch glimpses of, and you just hear chaos on the streets. Acrid scent of burning wood, and unfortunately, likely something even worse. And the streets below, once pristine and
Weed.
glistening in the sun, are now filled with fleeing civilians, and unfortunately, a fair number of bodies kind of stacked up against the walls. Um, However, inevitably, you will reach the third level of the palace, and the doors to the throne room are thrown open at this particular juncture. The scene is chaotic. There are a handful of lords and ladies that are cowering, a handful of Dawn Guard attempting to usher them out of the hall and further down. They are so distracted they don't even notice you. Oh dear, I think I scratched up my AirPod. They don't even notice you, really like pay you any attention. Um, the rows of seating of the throne room have been pushed haphazardly against the walls, and the interior is bathed in red and amber, as like you can see the distant flames through the stained glass window on the far side. A table has been set up in the center of the hall, around which a handful of lords and ladies, some of whom are familiar, speak frantically with Amar, who wears bloodied and battered armor. His kind of curly hair is completely matted and stuck to the side of his head on one side, wet with like rust colored blood. Talia stands next to him, breathing like she's like up and down very heavily, and she has a full gash from top to bottom through the side of her face, which is still like kind of pouring blood. And she's like clamping just a blood-soaked rag to it at the current juncture. Make a perception check as you enter.
19.
Brandon, you can see beyond them towards the back of the throne room that there is a young, like raven haired woman that seems to be tending to a handful of wounded. But as you enter, Amar kind of looks up from the table. Oh, by the gods, you have returned to us. And We heard that they were. Oh, your companion is okay. And of Randy, he is alive as well. We heard the worst. I'm afraid
Yeah,
I do not know all of you.
um this is Lazer Hawk.
Oh,
Forgive me, Amar. We do not have time for introductions. We have to be planning. We have to get the people out of the city. Yes, yes. Apologies. Ranway, it would seem as though what you have warned us about has come to pass. But unfortunately, we are no more prepared for it than without your warning. I can't imagine how they got upon us so quickly. The outer city, and he starts to gesture towards a very crude map on the table in front of them. The outer city has fallen. We've barred the morning gate, though many were unable to get beyond the walls. Right now, the thorns kill with impunity out there. And he gestures to a section of the city that each of you has become intimately familiar with during your time here, as it is the place of the Ambercrest Manor, the Margaster estate, effectively where you spent a great deal of time during your stay in Hylasera. Talia here has just returned and was sharing with me the news. Yes, and she starts to gesture towards the map herself. The Erlking's forces are attempting an end around towards the south gate. They know our forces are concentrated here by the palace. But we think this is a distraction. She starts to push, like, just kind of buttons. Make a insight check as you go through this.
All of
That
us?
is a 16.
All of you can roll insight checks.
6.
Nat 1.
Bramley, you would know, and just based on your history in the Summer Court and duelings and in dealing with the Dawn Guard are exceptional warriors, but no one is trained in the art of warfare. There's the courts quite simply do not fight one another. There has never been an active war, at least in your history books that you're aware of. Issues are typically settled in the dueling arena. So they're attacking an end around, and she seems frantic and unsure of herself. It's possible that he's just attempting to divert forces to pull us away from the main keep. Either way, we now need to worry about the south gate. We're too thin to cover the city on our own. Yes, that is the state of things. The reality is, we are going to lose the city. The city will fall. And at the moment, we are just buying time.
Has he tried to negotiate at all?
Not that we are aware of, but the reality is the Erlking can have me. To which many of the lords and ladies at the table swoon at and they do things that, oh, my stars, kind of thing. I couldn't think of the word for that. I do not want to hear it. The Earl King wants me dead, so be it. Hylasera, the summer court, is where our people stand, not a place. All we need to do is buy enough time for the civilians to get out, and I cannot give myself up to him without the guarantees that he will see them through, and I cannot trust him to do so. So we simply need to buy the time, allow the civilians to escape, and then we will end the reckless bloodshed. I will give myself up to him or meet him on the field for the glorious battle that he so keenly wants.
What if we tried to buy time with some kind of negotiation?
I do not believe that the Earl King will negotiate. Talia will chime in at this point. Of course he won't. He's winning this fight. The only thing we get is abject surrender, or we hand over our king here and now with no justification for understanding whether the people of the city are safe. Talia, please. Once again, I must ask too much of all of you. We need to buy time. We could meet him on the field, but we do not know where he is. He is 10,000 soldiers between the city walls and wherever he might be. At the moment, the need of the moment is to protect the south gate. Or you can help us get civilians out. Or if you want to go off and try to find him, you certainly can, but I would not take my chances against his army that stands in the field before you.
Sounds like 10,000 guys need killing.
Yes, that is that one way to look at it, yes.
All right,
Okay.
Mr. Hawk. Let's get to it.
I load my crossbow.
Sina
I mean,
is
I can
going to push herself through everyone towards the table. Then it's simple. We hold the south gate and wait for reinforcements to arrive. Your people focus on getting the people out of the city and to wherever you can get them to. We'll hold the south gate, and when the time comes, we take the fight to the Erlking himself.
Brandon's
Amar
making hard eyes.
kind of looks over between us. Says, I do not remember her talking this much, but I am glad to see it.
Branwen, can you like send a message to the Girl King?
I can.
Ask him like, what the fuck? I don't know.
If
We knew this was going to happen. She made a deal with him. We broke the deal. He was going to invade. Now we deal with the
Well then,
consequences. We hold the south gate, right?
let's do it.
And she's going to look over to you, Brent.
yeah,
Then we're all
How
in line.
exactly are you getting your people out of here?
Talia will take a force of Dunguard to escort as many people as possible out of their homes and through the west gate. At least we can get close to the sea. But
There's another way if you need it.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I fear I must once again ask too much of you, Brent. The Earl King will chase our people to the ends of the earth if he can. We need to go to a place where he cannot. A place that only you can take us.
it's far though.
We
I
need
don't know
time.
how many people you can get there.
All that matters is that we can get any there. The alternative is not.
If that's what you're asking me, I can do that.
Talia looks around the group. So you'll buy us time.
I'll try.
You are best.
If anyone has any
What?
better ideas, I'm all ears.
Hey, what place are you thinking? Are you thinking about coming to the material plane? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Uh, I was talking about you can get out if the west gate falls or whatever through the pit.
Uh, the west gate is that way. That's where they're currently attacking. We are going to go out. No, you're right. The west gate is that way. Sorry, I'm all turned around. Uh, the
Yeah, no,
pit.
no, you just got stabbed a bunch of times. I understand.
The pit is not a viable option. We do not know where it ends. For all intents and purposes, we assume it to be blocked. We could be leading our people into a tunnel with no outlet and a killing chamber.
Well, there's quite obviously outlets because we found a party of other people down there who we
We also
tried to
found
rescue.
their escape was caved in.
Oh, well, better to go to a caved-in place and maybe tunnel your way out than get ground up by the Erlking's forces, but just offering an alternative if the West Gate falls.
At the moment, we don't believe any of his forces have made it around the city. The Dawn Guards have been able to concentrate most of the fight into the East Gate, the Morning Gate. It's the South Gate that they are now wrapping around towards. The city walls will hold, but we fear of the gates themselves. They were not built to withstand siege weapons.
Understood.
Well, then we all know what we are
I'll,
doing.
I'll okay.
Yeehaw.
The group will start to disperse. And as she walks out, Talia is going to stop, turn, and grab you, Willem, by like the breast of your armor and like pull you in very close. Hold that fucking gate. And kind of like nod. I know you can. and then let go and walk out and like snap at a few Dawn Guard and walk out.
I'm just gonna turn and just sort of like, I like her. That was cool.
Not the ebony-haired girl that's over there. That's definitely the other girl that you were flirting with. Or am I thinking of a different girl?
Listen, she's busy doing healing people stuff right now.
Well, perhaps can I do anything to support you? I will join you once I am able to rally enough people to support in the retreat of my people. Sorry, I haven't
Did you
lost the
get?
accent.
Were you hit by the poison?
So many times. It is fun.
So many times.
A true king fights by his people, and I will
I
die
know,
by my
riddled
people.
with it.
And I will die by my people. Svetlana, come. We must see to make sure that the people can get out. And he will call to the raven-haired woman that is tending to the wounded, who will turn towards
Wait.
you,
Not the girl I
Branwen,
was flirting with.
and smirk at you, Branwen, before Amar begins to leave
Oh,
the
wait.
throne room.
I'm gonna go rush up to her.
Just, oh, good evening, good afternoon, good morning.
I'm
I can never remember what time of day it is.
I'm so sorry if I took your job.
Oh, it's
What?
fine. You put me right where I want to be. Good luck holding the gate. And she is going to turn and run after Amar.
Can I insight
That seems
check?
bad.
Sure.
Can I insight check? That is a 24.
She's evil
Is
as
she?
shit. She is. That is. You
Fuck!
should not let that person run away. It like basically like she
Stop.
smiles at you and says, "You put me right where I want to be." And in your head, you hear, "Wee, wee, woo."
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab her arm.
Make a strength check. Contested strength check.
It's so weak.
Famously strong
13?
Branwood.
13. She definitely too slow. And she will face step
Old
to
person.
these. Now we have to roll initiative.
That is a 16.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get you all in here.
Wait, I was just looking at spells. What's happening? What's going on?
This bitch is so evil.
Got
Do we
Lazer
know who she
Hawk,
is?
Willem,
I know who she is.
Dunk, and Sina. And Amar has already
And
walked out, so I'm
Elray.
going. Elray's also here. That's right. Thank you. Buster will go on your initiative. So everyone roll initiative.
Oh, I wish Randy was here so hard.
Fuck.
Oh, wait, I have. Okay.
Sina has a plus 15 to initiative. She's
That's
Really
15.
great.
That's
I thought my
insane.
initiative was good. I got a 14.
I gave her the alert feat.
Ooh.
She's really great.
You got a 14, Laser Hawk. Willem,
Yes, sir.
17.
Dunk.
19.
Elray got a 14. Okay, and Branwyn didn't add you in here.
16.
I'm gonna go PP real quick.
Okie dokie.
Nope.
P-O-T-T-I-E-Y.
Alrighty. It is Svetlana's turn first. And she is going to. I'm going to have each of you make strength saving throws.
Come on, man.
Don't forget to add +2 because you're next to your friend Willem.
Don't we get advantage or something because of the scramble?
For wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, for some reason I thought he said all saving throws. I was like, Jesus, that's fucking good. Okay. Never mind.
Not just wisdom.
I mean, oh god, I did so good.
Lazer Hawk, make a strength saving throw.
Not
Don't
too
forget
bad.
to add +2.
16. 18.
28.
Brandon.
10.
28. Holy
Uh,
fuck.
Elray rolled in
Yeah,
that
better.
one. Elray rolled in that one, which is unfortunate.
Dies instantly.
No.
No.
However, anyone that rolled a 19 or higher is okay. Hold on, I gotta roll a bunch of dice. Those that failed take 23 necrotic damage, and you are restrained. And those that pass only take 12 necrotic damage. So basically, what she does is Svetlana steps back, places her fingers together, and like does a little wave, and then like pulls up shadowy tendrils that erupt from the earth and start to wrap around you all and constrict you. And Sina immediately shouts, "Not these fucking things again!" And she is able to deftly evade to avoid any damage or any being restrained. And then she will bonus action shadow step and then slurp 60 feet away into the shadows, and then use her movement to go around the corner after Amar. It is then Sina's turn. Just free action. Are we chasing after her?
Yes. Yes.
And she will bonus action dash to get in melee range, not melee range, but at least the range to throw her daggers at people. And she will do so. She hits with the first one and hits with the second one. She does not get sneak attack, unfortunately. And I'm going to reroll one of my damage die because I'm cool like that with one of my abilities. And that is 22, 24 damage, piercing damage. Okay. And then it is Dunk's turn. Oh, and at this point, because Sina ran around the corner and threw daggers at her, Amar turns around frantically and he's like, "What is going on? Why are you attacking Svetlana?"
Can you hear
Uh,
me just free action yelling, "She's an agent!" Just yelling.
I will. I'm not gonna bother raging. I'm just gonna run at her, and you know what's happening. I'm gonna grapple her.
Okay. I'm going to say that you can only get within. She basically went 90 feet. So,
Oh no.
yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Wait. She went 90 feet. That's so
Yeah,
many
because
feet.
she stepped away and then she used her base movement speed.
Okay.
How do you roll 9D feet, though?
Wow.
Oh, that's the wrong.
No free feet picks.
I don't
Okay.
want to
Well
know what
then,
a D-flip looks like.
in that case, uh, I'm just gonna dash over there, and yeah, just as close as I can.
Okay.
See, where am I?
And with that, it is Willem's turn.
Chris, going into the bag of holding that Dunk has, action or bonus action?
Oh, I
I'm
Sword's
just
in
gonna
a
forgot I
look it up.
had your
goddamn
sword.
bag.
If you're equipping a sword, I mean a weapon, that's an action.
Would Willem have
Okay.
reasonably went and got his sword
Before we went
if
to.
he
I
knew that we
think
were
that's
going
fair.
into a
You're going
war?
to a city that is actively under siege. I feel like you would have pulled out your sword.
I was gonna have a conversation with Lemmy and be like, "Hey, you and I need to get cool about a lot of things really fast."
Okay. before the fight. That I'll say did
I mean,
happen.
no, I was going before we were in a fight. That was my plan, but I was not expecting to be in a fight now.
Yeah, it's
So
still an
up to
action.
you, boss.
Yeah, if you wanted to have a
Okay.
conversation, it's an action.
All right. I will. So Sina is engaging with Svetlana. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. I am going to dash my way towards Dunk and be like, "Hey, before you take off again, I need the bag of holding." And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Root Bind on Svetlana.
Ah. What is the spell save DC for root bind?
16 strength.
Okay, she's not very strong.
Same.
She fails.
She's restrained until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So she's restrained. Her movement is 0. I will say, so I wasn't expecting this fight, that you all could reasonably catch up and surround her, given that she is restrained and outnumbered 7-1. And she was
Woo!
originally a fight a long time ago. And she will go, okay, okay. I understand when I am outnumbered. Let's be rational here, shall we?
I don't even know
I
why we're doing this.
I
Who are
am
you?
going to
Is it Lazer Hawk's turn?
It's technically Branwen's turn.
Damn it! Fuck.
I am going to look at her and she has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What is the DC?
16.
She fails.
I look at her and tell her, serve me. And I will cast Gesh.
This one again. Okay. She kind of like, you gotta get back into the accent. Okay, you fucking bitch. What do you want?
Where's
What is going on
Erlking?
here? I do not understand. I don't
So
have to
that Lana,
tell you.
can you tell me the truth?
And she takes the psychic damage
Oh,
to
you
resist.
bitch.
How much is it?
5d10.
Okay. You can
Damn.
roll it. You can roll
I
it.
can roll it.
Kill herself.
No, don't kill yourself.
7.
You're so Russian. Aha.
7 to 11. I don't know how to do math. 32 psychic damage.
Oh shit. You suck. I do not have to tell you anything.
So, for my understanding, for this spell, once she does the psychic damage, is it just over, or
No,
is
the
it
spell
per?
continues. She can't act against what you described, but she doesn't have to do things. She just won't keep getting the damage from it.
Fine, tell Amar the truth.
Make an insight check.
14.
All of you can make an insight check at that point, actually.
17.
16.
Yeah, Lazer
10.
Hawk, Dunk, you can see a flash of regret on Svetlana's fair, almost childlike face as she looks over at Amar, who scans her up and down. You came to see me every day. Was it all a ruse? No, darling, it was not always a ruse. You have a lot of pain in your heart. It means you but it didn't take away from your kindness. I was sent to watch you by His Grace the King. I used to have a different role. Isn't that right, Bren? It is a shame you were not keen enough to recognize me the last time you saw me. I've been here to get close to you, to make sure that you do not escape today. The Erlking does not have to worry about my escaping. I face death. I am not a coward like him. His Grace is no coward. His Grace is magic.
Graceful.
Nice.
His Grace made me everything I am, and I will make sure that my path is true. You can kill me here, or I will simply retreat to face you again.
When she says "kill me here," I'm gonna let loose my crossbows right.
Oh,
Up in
dang.
check.
It is.
Ask where she is first,
No.
or where he is.
Yeah.
Can you deal more than 50 damage?
Maybe.
All right, give it a shot.
You
All of them-
point blank shooter with a
All of them,
crossbow in the
all of them
throat.
hit, and she is restrained, so all of them hit.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll.
We could
we'll
never do
follow.
so many
Let's
more
see if any of
things
them
because I have
crit.
this spell going.
Yeah, none of them crit, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I, in fact, do not kill her.
Okay.
I rolled very poorly. I do 30 damage.
That's still quite a bit.
And I'm gonna continue to walk up to her and like prepare another shot.
It is
Wait.
Mar's turn at this point, and he goes, "Indeed, if we are patient, we might be able to get some answers from her."
You can ask her, Amar.
I let out a beleaguered sigh and put my crossbow away.
Um,
I look at
Lazer
Lazer
Hawk.
Hawk with new respect.
Lazer Hawk, make an active perception check.
17.
Okay. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Svetlana looks up at Amar. Why should I tell you anything? And she kind of like starts to breathe pretty heavily from the multiple crossbow bolts embedded in her abdomen. And Amar is going to cast suggestion on her.
This girl's got so many spells on her.
And he like places a hand on her face and goes, "You will tell us where the Erlking is." And she fails because His Grace is in the field, not far from the battle. He is guarded heavily and awaits for the gate to fall before advancing into the city. He will kill everyone. Glorious death. We yearn for it. All of us. A moment. And he will step aside and leave her with you. And it is technically her turn, but she still can't do anything, so it is now Sina's turn. And she will. You notice that she is alongside Amar at the current moment, which makes it Doug's turn.
I'm going to stand back. I'm gonna hand Willem his sword, and I'm gonna just watch Amar.
You can see Amar handing something to Sina. And
$7.
yes, it's all the money in my pocket. Willem, you now have your sword.
Hey, pal, we need to have a conversation.
Right now?
Now is not the time. Wield me. Make up
Okay,
for
but
your
okay,
transgressions.
cool.
Spill her
You know,
blood.
all right. No.
You dare disobey me. Take her head.
Let's get one thing straight. You were sitting on a shelf in a noble family's library, gathering dust and then stolen by a child before I found you. You were created as a practical fucking joke. You have the opportunity
I
to
am
do
not
something
created.
more.
I was a
Stick with
valiant
me.
warrior.
We're
Do not speak
going
things
to
you do not
kill.
understand.
We're going to kill a god. You are a practical joke. Be more than what you are. Be a hero's blade. Let's get along.
I am no hero's blade. I was a knight of Velthara, the Iron Maiden, before I was trapped inside this blade.
You were a paperweight.
You are toy.
And do you want to know what you are? Also, we're out of combat. So like Lazer Hawk, if you want to, shoot her a few more times, clearly you can.
I'm gonna murk that bitch.
Um, do you want to know
Once it seems
what
like
you are? I called to you
I mean,
because I
kill
thought I
me, oh
saw a
magical
knight
piece
in
of glass.
shining armor who could be more than who he was. But I was wrong. You are boy, sniveling boy who wants to play at war. I do not grant you my power. I
You
do not grant you my blade. You will rot in the ground for generations, and no one will tell your story. And you feel the weight of the
and you
sword
will sit.
pick up and up. Go ahead.
How much do you care about the bag of holding?
I care about it a lot.
We care about it a lot.
I was gonna send him to the astral plane, but I guess I can't do that. He's being just a really mean piece of glass right now.
You want to put him back in timeout?
At this point, you no
Well,
longer hear his voice, and you can no longer lift the blade.
he put himself in timeout.
Oh.
Like your hand is on the floor, like Hulk trying to lift Thor's hammer vibes.
Yeah. He wanted me to kill her, and I said no. He was like, "You're a sniveling boy. You are no hero," even though he was literally created as a practical joke. And I was like, "Listen, man, I'm your best bet right now." But evidently, he doesn't feel that way. Mm.
Uh, yeah, sounds like his loss.
That's why I trust my weapons that don't talk to me.
It's a
Can I
mistake I
ask
probably won't make again.
Can I ask Svetlana something?
Didn't Lazer Hawk murk her?
Yeah, I fucking killed
What?
it.
No, you didn't.
Like right when combat ended and everyone kind of disengaged, I
Come
fucking killed it.
on! I have
Has
so
it been
many
a minute?
questions.
Chris, has it been a minute since
No.
she was marked?
No.
I'm
I
gonna
can
revivify her.
I can also cast Vivify.
I'm
Don't
willing
waste
to
it
I'm
on
willing to say that
her.
you guys don't have to waste your spell slots. That Laser Hawk went up, held the crossbow to her
I-
dome, and Brandon, you get to ask her a question.
Wait. Okay. Okay.
We've lost the
You
plot in this
asshole.
one for sure. I promise we're usually better than this.
You say that every week.
I do. Because this
Okay.
is best. What could be better than this?
The other lady said that this position is just a weapon. What do they mean?
This position is joke. You are a weapon for whomever is in control. The Erlking made
How?
you the Lady of the Ebon Lake because he doesn't fear you. You are pawn in his game. You are nobody, And everybody takes a different approach to Lady of the Lake. And I took a more like fuck that approach, like who gives a shit about that? I was only doing it because he asked me to, and I would do anything that His Grace asked of me. Now please, kill me so that I might die with honor, having revealed his location. But I tell you this, if you go there, he will kill you. And he will march upon the city and raze it to ground. And I will be pleased to be among its ashes.
I would love to kill her.
Yeah, fine.
I let loose the arrow or the bolt into her skull. And then I
She's
turned to Branwen.
dead.
I turned to Branwen. I go, so we're killing an earl and a king. 2 for 1. 2 monarchs with 1 crossbow bolt. Just the way I like.
You, as Lazer Hawk, I keep going to call you Randy. As Lazer Hawk says that, you hear Sina from the background go, "Are we going to kill this guy or what? Change of plans, right?" And as you turn to her, you see that she is wearing resplendent gilded armor that has taken the place of her traditional tunic. And Amar is looking at her with like, there's a bit of loss in his eyes as he looks at her. And he turns to you all and goes, "We know where he is. Do we take the fight to him? Or do we hold the gate?" You're muted, Will.
No, I'm not. I'm just not talking.
Oh, I thought you said stuff. Looked like your lips were moving.
Nope.
I guess
I was
we
about to
take
say
it to
something, but
him.
then I decided not to.
Will your forces be able to hold long enough for us to meet him?
We cut off one head.
Will they scatter if he dies?
If we cut off his head, the forces might scatter. We cannot be sure, but it is our best path to victory.
Dunk, do you still have that weapon?
I do.
You'll need it.
I'm gonna hand it to Willem.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think Willem has his
Because-
own.
Oh, does he?
I think so.
There were 2, as I recall.
Yes.
I don't have the stats for it, but
Can we give one to Sina?
I don't need them.
All right.
Oh yeah, I have 3 Archfey killing swords in my bag of holding.
Are they? They can kill people because they're like made of like a certain kind of like wood metal.
Poison. They're
What-
basically
there's poison
poison.
in them
awesome.
that takes away the.
They are made of they are woven with
like-
celicite and a particular kind of bark that makes them poison to Archfey and Fey in general.
Right. Okay.
Like if you made a sword out of arsenic.
Yeah, kind of.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Question.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
How many days has it been
Here,
on the material plane?
since you've been here,
Mhm.
maybe 1.
Damn it.
She wants Randy back now.
I want Amar to be not poisoned. And also
So-
Randy in this fight.
I'm gonna kneel down and just touch Lemmy and be like, "Last chance, buddy. We're gonna go kill an immortal being.
He does not rise for
I
you.
believe we can still work this out."
Oh my god, he doesn't rise for you.
He does not rise for you.
It's okay. It happens to everybody sometimes.
304 performance issues. In not being in possession of the sword, you do your hit point maximum returns to its normal base.
Chris, I don't remember what my constitution was before it was 20.
I think it increases by 2 with the sword, so it'll be 18.
Okay. Does that mean I have to recalculate all my HP?
Yes.
This is terrible. I have to do so much math. Can we
Sorry.
please just get along?
No.
Now you see that?
You called him a practical
Not-
joke.
Seraphel called him a practical joke.
She
He
wasn't
looks
wielding him.
practical joke. And he called me a sniveling boy.
Well, that's what he thinks
You
you
also
are.
put him in
I want to work it
the
out in
bag
the
of holding
remix.
timeout.
Yeah, because he said something mean to me before that.
Wow, actions have consequences. Oh no.
That's crazy.
No, you don't understand. I need to do so much math.
Good luck.
I bet
All
if
right.
you Google hit point maximum calculator, it'll do it for you.
Yes. Your constitution is 18. What are we
This
doing?
is so easy.
Are we doing things or what? Are we going to protect the gate or are we going to the Erlking?
I thought that was you, Chris, for a moment. I'm like, oh, Chris is annoyed.
Unfortunately, I lost whatever you said because my headphones cut out. I certainly can. Or I can lead the retreat here. It is on my honor to do so. But remember, brethren, when we get out of this, we find my daughter. Good. Good. Talk is cheap. Let's go. Okay. Elray will turn to you all and say, well, I know how we can get through tens of thousands of soldiers, but you need to be able to describe the field to me in as much detail as possible. You did. I mean, it's the woods, it's a field, it's going to impact how close he can get you, for sure. Okay, make a performance check. It is east of the city. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Wow, Elray's rolling so well. What do you just? What's up? No, go ahead. Oh, sure. I'll say that that's what enables him to roll so well. A massive portal. Oh, I'm not getting audio. Can you guys talk real quick? Oh, hold on 1 second. I lost audio from. Okay, got it. Thanks, guys. Okay, so Elray, and like right before he casts it, he goes, "Just so you know, after this, it's a one-way ticket. No coming back. We have to win, or that's it." He claps and opens up a giant portal, and all of a sudden, you guys are kind of blinded by just raging fire that's pouring out in the woods outside of Hylasera. And a handful of figures are standing alongside you, or rather on the other side of the gate. The first silhouetted against the burning pyres, horns stretched out to the sky from a crusted, caked with blood and mud, white deer skull, turns and looks over his shoulder. And as he makes eye contact with you through the portal, we all reap what we sow eventually. As each of you rolls initiative and opens the owl bear.
The owl
Just
bear.
before we go to the
Oh
teleport
god, I
thing,
have to open the owl bear. I'm on my phone.
that's rough.
What were you saying, Lazer Hawk?
Before we go through the teleporty, can I cast flame arrows on my arrows to make them
Sure.
flame?
I'll say that you were doing that while that was happening.
I rolled a nat 20.
For your initiative?
Yeah, which is a 27
Okay.
overall.
Sina still rolled higher than you.
What the fuck?
Dunk.
Dirty 20.
Willem.
15.
Branwyn.
9.
That's everybody, right? Lazer Hawk, Branwyn, Willem, Dunk, Sina, Elray. Gotta add Elray. No, these are already in there. You just rolled
Chris,
it
I would
up.
like to acknowledge that you DM'd me at 9/11.
Nice.
Nice. Respect. Okay. It is Sina's turn. So as you never forget, as you all look through the portal, you can see a group of 4 individuals. They are large, wearing knotted tree armor, and their faces covered by wrought iron helms, and they're wielding pikes and glaives. And the Erlking standing 3 feet above anybody else. If your companion Randy were here, he would dwarf him as well. Turns towards you holding a massive glaive woven in with the Celezitan thorn that you know well, and he kind of pounds it into the earth as you approach. And he goes, I have toiled for millennia in the machinations of better men. Better men preserve what is, even when it serves only the few. I am not a better man. And with that, Lazer Hawk, make a perception check with advantage.
24.
For the first time, you noticed that your side holster, where your gun once was, is empty. And you hear a faint click as Sina pulls back on the hammer of the gun and fires through the teleportation portal directly at the Erlking. It will be with advantage because of her assassin capability, and she's attacking someone who hasn't made an attack before, which means she's attacking with advantage, which means she gets sneak attack on this, and she hits. And so that is going to be, where are my D6? She is very cool. Oops, wrong ones. Okay, so that, I'm going to reroll that one.
Guys, the book was really, really big, but now that Sina has a gun, it's really, really small.
Okay, that is going to be 14 piercing damage, and then 6, 12, 14, 20, so 28 total damage on her first attack to the Erlking. And then she's going to attack again, but this time, first, she's going to rush in through the space, and wearing her fancy new armor, as someone attempts to make an opportunity attack against her, you watch as the armor glows a faint gold, and she like dodges quickly out of the way, not provoking an opportunity attack as she gets very close to the Erlking. Makes another attack with her dagger. This time it hits. That, however, does not have sneak attack on it, so that's only 10 damage. And then she will bonus action disengage. So she went from here to here, that was 25. So she's going to dart over here. And with that, now it is Lazer Hawk's turn. So each of you watch as Sina pulls out a gun, cocks it, you hear an enormous explosion that echoes through the halls of the palace, and then she's immediately drops the gun on the ground and races through, stabbing at the Erlking, slashing down, and then uses the momentum to push off of him and dart away from him.
Branwen's doing absolute hard eyes.
I kind of look down, notice that it's gone, look up, see that Sina has it as she fires off, and I smile and I go, "Sneaky bitch." And I take out my own crossbow. I'm gonna calmly walk over here, and I'm gonna just take it out and shoot the Erlking 3 times.
Okay. And just so you know, what you're standing in is the shores of a small pond.
That's fine. Seeing as how we are in the fire.
Yes.
First one is a 17 to hit.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't hit, but hold on. That does not hit.
Okay. Then I will try that attack again. And that'll be a 23.
That hits.
Second attack is going to be a 29. And, damn, third attack is not going to hit.
Okay.
So 2 hits. It's going to be 27 damage total.
Is that with your fire damage?
24. Oh, I didn't roll fire damage. Thank you. Forgot about that. How much is that? D6. It'll be 24 regular damage and then 7 fire damage.
Okay, and do your crossbow attacks count as magical?
They do not. They're just on fire.
Okay, so you do notice that some of the damage is absorbed a bit, and actually you notice the same for the first bullet that went through from Sina. Her daggers are good though. And so you did 24 piercing and how much fire?
7.
Okay, so that one's full. It doesn't matter. Okay, anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna point to one of the smaller guys. This one. I don't know if you can.
Hold on one second. I'm not looking.
How do I?
Okay, there's a little pointer. It's also a Q on the thing. And let me label them so you don't have to do that. Okay.
And I'm gonna go, Buster, get him! And he's gonna go, woof! And attack that guy.
You sound so cute.
Okay.
If a 14 hits,
A 14 does not hit.
then he does not hit.
Okay. All right.
That's
Anything else on your turn?
No, sir.
Alrighty. And with that, it is going to be the Thorn number 4's turn. And they're going to come over here to Sina, because they're right there. And they are going to take a few swings at them. And it is also going to go ahead and you basically, as it turns towards her, spins its cloak, and a bunch of thorns come lashing out and she will take 7 piercing damage. And then it will make its melee attacks with its swords. It makes 2 attacks against her. It hits with the first and misses with the second. And that is 9 slashing damage. Actually, 15 slashing damage and 7 poison damage. So 21 total damage. And then let me just... She is going to expend her reaction to make a dexterity saving throw. And she succeeds, and she actually takes no damage. Oh, this is sick as hell.
Yeah, girly.
And you watch as she like disappears in a flash of golden light and winds up over here.
She's so cool.
But she does take damage from the first thorns stuff. With that, it is Thorn number 1's turn. They are going to come through around number 2 to come up to Dunk. They are going to spin their cloak at you, Dunk. So you take 5 piercing damage. And then they'll make their 2 attacks against you. One definitely misses. The other, are you hit by a 23? Yes.
I am.
That's going to be 21 slashing damage and 6 poison damage.
What? Wait, no poison damage. We're immune to poison.
No, you're immune to being poisoned. Poison damage still occurs.
You have resistance to poison damage, though.
Ah, okay. So you take half damage. So you take 3 poison damage.
Yay!
Okay. Now it is number 2's turn. And from here, they are going to hurl a javelin at you, Willem. So that is going to be... Well, they hit with both 2 21s.
Yep.
Okay. So that is... 24 piercing damage across those 2 attacks. And 7, that's halved already, 7 poison damage. And with that, it is now Dunk's turn.
Okay. Who has not taken an action yet?
The Erlking
Erlking.
and 3.
3. Okay. Knowing that I'll take an attack of opportunity, I'm gonna rage and leap over at number 3.
Okay. Go ahead and roll on your big wild magic table.
Big wild magic.
Big wild.
Wild. Big
And they'll
wild
attempt to
table
lash
magic.
out at you, but they miss hilariously so as you basically erupt in a fit of fury, and as the pieces of you separate and clash out in different directions, and what effect occurs?
Let's see. I do a bit of.
All of the Earl King's men brown out.
They all shit themselves.
They all shit themselves.
My skin becomes pearlescent, and I gain resistance to fire and radiant damage.
That's very good, especially given the stuff that's happening.
As we're in a fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're in a.
We're surrounded by that. It's crazy.
And the sword lashes out and kind of clangs against your boot as you leap through, and you're able to get up by number 3.
Well, I was leaping there because I'm gonna then reach. I'm just gonna hit the Erlking. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run right at him. And does a 25 hit?
It does.
Guys, gotta get 25 hits. We know that.
So that, and then God, I have to roll so many fucking dice. All right. All right. So 6. So 11 plus. So that is 11 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then 8 fire damage on the
Alrighty.
first swing.
And your attacks do count as magical because you have a magical weapon.
Oh no. Does a 17 is not gonna hit.
It does not hit.
Womp womp.
Aww.
Then that will be it.
Okay. It is now number 3's turn, and since you're right here, they will attack you. They will spin their cape, so you take 8 piercing damage, and then swat at you twice with their short swords. I'm assuming you're hit by a dirty 20, which means both attacks will hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 13 slashing damage and 14 slashing damage. And then this will be halved already. 8 poison damage.
Okay. It's a lot of poison damage.
And with that, it is now Willem's turn.
Okay.
If you don't want to look at the owl barrier.
Portal? Are we all through the portal?
Yeah, you're all through the portal.
What's that?
You're all through the portal.
Before I do anything, I will look at the Erlking and say, you once told me that you respected me, so I'm gonna tell you now. The World Eater is loose, and you probably have bigger fish to fry than whatever is going on here. And I will wait for a response before doing anything.
He will turn to you.
Wait, God. Next turn.
And looking at you, I will finish what I started. This world celebrated by the vile elite, propped up on the backs of proletariats, will burn. And from its ashes, a better world. A world where everybody dies. Whatever it takes.
Okay, worth a shot. What are the stats on that Blood of Bark weapon?
Dunk, do you have them, or do I have to go back to my notes?
Ooh, I do not have them. I just
Okay.
have Archfey Killing Sword.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
That's the one.
They are long swords.
Oh, that's all you have written down.
Yeah, that is what I have.
They are +1 long swords. Do you need the stats of a longsword?
Looking it up.
And they deal an additional 2d6 poison damage. And then they also they deal an additional. So if you attack a Fae, which you are, it's 3d6.
Okay. Yep. Okay. D6. Is that right? No, +6. Okay. Oh yeah, because I'm proficient. All right. So I will roll the hit, and that is.
Are you attacking the Erlking?
Surface. Yeah, 28.
That will incur an attack of opportunity from the person you're walking by to get there.
Sure. Okay.
But they miss. Okay. What did you roll to hit?
28.
That hits.
Okay. That is 8 slashing, and what is the poison damage? 3d6?
Yep.
16 poison, and 8 radiant for my first attack.
Okay.
Second attack, also 28. That is 12 slashing, 4 poison, and 7 radiant.
Okie dokie. Anything
I
else?
would
with
also
your-
like to make a history check, if it's okay, if you want me to hold it till next turn. If I recall correctly, his mantle or cloak has anti-magic properties. Is that correct?
You heard
Or would you
that.
like me to roll a history check
You
for it?
heard that once. Yes.
Okay. Somebody should probably get that off of him.
Metagaming lame. Okay. Anything else with your turn?
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Willem, do you say that out loud?
Yes.
You've already. Okay. Okay. It is now the Erlking's turn. And he is going to look at you, Willem, and with his free action to say, "Indeed, I respected you. Enough to give you a clean death." And he is going to cleave at the two of you, Dunk and Willem, with his first attack. And I'll have you both make dexterity saving throws.
Don't forget to add 2, Dunk. 11.
17.
Is he rolling to attack?
He is not rolling to attack. This is an ability.
Oh,
Those of you who got a 17, you only take half of this damage. If you rolled less than that, you take the full 27 slashing damage. So in one swift motion, he slashes out at two of you with his glaive, and then he's going to bring it back down on you, Willem. And a dirty 30 will hit.
silvery barbs.
Well,
Okay. A dirty 28 will hit.
sure will.
And that will be... No shit. Oh my god, that's really... Sorry. 34 slashing damage. I rolled more on 3d10 than I did on 6d10. So 34 slashing damage, and then 16 necrotic.
Damn. You just took like 70 fucking damage.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And now it
Yep.
is Branwen's turn.
I am going to use my action to raise Excalibur. And I am going to summon Watchers and raise 4 Spectral Guardians from the pond. And one of them will go and face off against each of the thorns.
Okay.
And I will keep track of... They'll just go on my turn with me.
Okay. So each of you watches as Branwen kind of like clutches on to the blade in her hand, and like water starts to seep.
I draw it like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, and it looks so cool.
And like as she clutches it with two hands, and water begins to drip out down her arm into the earth, and you hear tss, 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 as water begins to singe out some of the fire that burns around you, and these like elegant-looking lady knights in resplendent armor
my God,
rise
girlies!
up around each of
Let's
the
go.
various
Let's go.
thorns, wielding swords made of water. So you can go ahead and take their actions as well.
Sick. Okay.
And we'll just call them 1 through 4. Like, they're each paired with the person that they are respectively numbered for.
Yes. So number 1 is going to go. They each get 2 melee attacks.
Okay.
So first one is 16.
That does not hit.
Okay, and the other one misses. So on to number 2. That's an 18.
That hits.
And its second attack is going to be a 17.
That does not hit.
Okay. So then it does. Oh god, I rolled like garbage. Wow. That does 8 damage to number 2. Number 3 is going to do a 20 something.
That'll hit.
I'm assuming it hits. And also a 12, so it's going to do. Dice go click clack. That's gonna be 13 damage to number 3.
Okay.
And then number 4 gets an 18.
That hits.
And it misses the second one. And number 4 will do 11 damage.
Okay. Anything
And that is
else?
my turn.
Okay. Perfect. You're going to stay where you are?
Yes.
Okay. And with that, it is Elray's turn all the way at the bottom of the order. Where the hell are all those spells?
Casters Lasters.
And he is going to cast... None of his spells are in my character sheet that I prepped for him, so I gotta go back into my notes.
What are they? I can look them up.
No, it's okay, I got it right here.
What are all the spells?
He's a wizard. He has so many. He's a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Boy.
You're a wizard boy.
Okay, in a 20-foot radius, all of you already pass this saving throw, except for those that he is targeting. Because he has an evocation. Evocation. Wizard.
Evacation.
So the Erlking 2, 3, and 4 all have to make dexterity saving throws.
Fail.
Everybody except the Erlking fails.
Silvery Barb's on the Erlking.
You already used your reaction this turn.
Yeah, but I just went.
He fails and then uses his legendary resistance to pass the saving throw.
Damn.
Wait, can I?
Legendary resistance. He has already chosen to succeed the saving throw.
Yeah. I thought he just got to. Oh, never mind.
Damn,
so
that would have been so fun. Actually, no, dude.
Is going to be 3d8, 9, 7, 16, and 46. 3, 1, 4, 10, 13. So 29 cold damage for all those folks.
Nice.
15
Holy
for the
shit.
Erlking.
Ellery still got it. Not that I would know.
All right. And before we get up to the top of the order, So effectively, El Rey does his thing, and basically pulls a bunch of clouds from the sky and begins to pull down a massive storm of snow and ice, singeing out more of the flames and driving icicles through the bodies of the various thorns that lie in wait. After he does that, a thing happens.
And it's good, right? We
It's
each heal.
not.
Oh.
Oh no.
What if it was good instead?
I need Branwen and Lazer Hawk to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
I can be okay at these.
If you happen to be within 10 feet, don't forget to add 2.
They're not.
You're not.
Never mind.
Beans. I rolled bad.
18.
15.
Okay. Elray rolled a nat 20, so well done.
Yes, King!
So
We heal. Where you all get haste cast on us?
okay. Whoever failed takes 30 lightning damage.
Shit.
Those that pass take 15. As from the edge of the lake, a figure comes into view out of some of the burning underbrush. A very familiar looking face, as Lyra lashes out with a bolt of lightning that ricochets off of Lazer Hawk and into into Branwen and Elray. And she looks at all of you with a bit of a pained expression, and then returns to a fighting stance. As it is.
Oh, come on, girl.
We're so fucked.
Now, Sina's turn. And she is going to shout out, "What the fuck?"
Correct.
And jump behind the Erlking and stab him twice with advantage. She hits on the second one, misses on the first. She does get sneak attack. So that is 4 plus 6 is 9. 5, 11, 17, 26 damage. And then she's going to action surge, attack again. And again, hits. We're another 8 damage.
I wish I was good at things.
Then she will, let me just make sure. I get 2 attacks per action, so I actually get attack again when I take the bonus and I do the action surge. Wow, she totally hits on the second one. So that's another 9. Okay. She stabs at both of them, and then she is going to use her movement to get out of here, but that will incur the attack of opportunity, which the Erlking has disadvantage on. And he misses as he swoops out with his glaive. It is now Lazer Hawk's turn.
Lazer Hawk is going to shift his attention from the Erlking to Lyra, who had just appeared, and is going to shoot at her.
Okay.
First one is a 29.
That totally hits.
And then I got a nat 1, but I'm going to roll that one again. 20. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay.
19 piercing and 8 fire damage to her.
Okay. That's total.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else with your turn?
Yes, I am going to say, I'm going to whistle, and I'm going to say, Buster, get that man's cloak. And the Buster's going to run over to the Erlking and try to take off his cloak with his teeth.
Be like, "Ay, ay, ay, ay."
Okay. Buster can make a dexterity check to attempt to take his cloak.
Okay. 17.
I'll say meets it, beats it. Well done. Buster runs up and basically doesn't even stop to grab the cloak, just keeps running through it.
He's so
and
smart.
basically yanks it off of his back. And the Erlking kind of spins around as his cloak is removed. And he glares with his beady, lit orange eyes back over at you. Anything else with your turn?
That'll be it.
Okay. Each of the thorns is going to attack the water warrior in front of them. What is their AC there, Brandon?
Their ACs are. Come on. 18.
Okay. 4 is going to hit with 1 attack and deal 9 slashing.
What did
And
they roll?
They rolled a 19.
It's gonna 4 is gonna use its reaction to parry and add 2 to its AC.
Okie dokie. They miss with both of their attacks. Okay, 1 is going to attack. They miss with both of their attacks. The fuck? I can't hit water. 2 is going to attack. They hit with 1 of them. They rolled a
With what?
23.
Okay.
And they will deal 10 slashing. 14 slashing, sorry. And 9, 13 poison.
Okay.
Dunk. Your turn, big boy.
Alrighty. I'm gonna look at the Erlking, and I'm just gonna blow the horn of the Wild Hunt, and I'm gonna summon my 2 Eladrin to give you even more things to put on the owlbear.
So many things, dude.
You guys are finally using the things that he gave you to make fights harder. All right. Yeah, you are definitely responsible for their stat blocks, and they can attack on the same turn that you summon. So basically, you all hear a as basically pounding out of the trees on spectral steeds. These 2 long sword wielding Eladrin. They look almost green in color, not unlike the ghostly warriors from Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and join in on the fight. Are you sending them anywhere right alongside the Erlking, or?
Yeah, let's just all dogpile on the Erlking.
Okay.
Oh my god, is one of my water ladies the long lost love of one of his spectral warriors, and now they're reunited in this final battle?
That'd be so crazy.
Yeah, they are.
We see a longing look between them, but then they realize they must do their duty first.
And I imagine that's an action, right?
Yes, blowing the horn is an action, but you can attack as your warriors.
Okay, I will do so. I don't. So what are there?
I let you know what stat block. Hold on, I'll go back to the notes. What did I call it? Call the hunt or summon the hunt?
Summon the hunt.
Serve the hunt.
There you go.
Look at that, kitty wants to play.
Say hello, Mina.
Let's see. Was it ever in Discord?
Yeah, I thought that's where I was looking.
I don't really remember getting a stat block.
I think I said like they use the X.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Hold on, I have that in Notion.
If they're knights, I can just add them onto my list.
Yeah, we'll call
and-
them knights for now, and then
Okay.
Yeah, Evan, I can
update
take
it.
care of those things since I've got the stat block up anyway.
Okay.
I think that makes sense because I gave you 2 at a lower level, and now Brian's has 4 at a much higher level.
Okay, these are going to be 5 and 6 then.
Okay.
I'll just roll for them and stuff because that makes sense because I have
Okay.
the whole thing. All
Well,
right.
then they're both gonna attack the Erlking.
Yeah. First of number 5 is a 19.
That does not hit.
Second one's a miss, and then 6 is going dirty 20.
That hits.
Nice. And a 21, so it hits twice.
All right. Deal some damage.
So that's 13 damage plus 10 damage, so 23 damage total.
Okay. Dunk, anything else with your turn?
No, that will be all.
Okay. It is now the third Thorn's turn. They're going to attack their Watcher. Wow, I'm rolling like shit with them. They rolled a 19. No, 6. Yeah, they missed both.
Nice.
It is now Willem's turn.
Where'd he go?
Did he get up as soon
Come
as it was
back.
his turn?
Yeah.
It's the Erlking's turn next.
Where's our point?
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, the cat stole a dice and was rolling it around on the floor.
Aww.
Bonus action, I am going to use Channel Divinity. I have advantage on attack rolls for 1 minute against the creature of my choice, or until I go unconscious. I am choosing the Erlking. And
Okay.
then, as my action, I am going to cast Haste on Dunk. Until the spell ends, which is a minute, you have +2 to AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns. The action can only be used to take the attack, one weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. And when the spell ends, which is 10 rounds, or until my concentration breaks, you cannot move or take actions until after your next turn, because you will be lethargic. And that's it.
Okay. It is now the Erlking's turn. And they are going to cleave out at you with one attack, Willem, and one of the hunters with another. First one is a 19 for you, Willem.
Beats it.
And then the second attack at the hunter is, or the knight, is an 18.
Parry.
Okay. All right, Willem. There we go. Three to 10. Sorry, please hold. 25 slashing damage.
Yep.
And 8 necrotic. And I'll have
do
you
I have to
make
make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration?
Yes.
Yeah. That would be a 18. I don't know if that...
It's half of whatever
Would
the
that-
damage was, right?
I think that's right.
Let me double check. The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take. You took 34 damage. So yes, that
Which would
should
make the
be
DC
good.
17. and I got an
17, yeah,
18.
wow, okay, great. You beat it.
Glad
Okay.
that haste wasn't for absolutely fucking nothing.
Now it is Brainwine's turn.
Okay. I'll just do all of my little knights right off the bat. So number 1 is going to get a 16
That misses.
and another miss. Number 2 has an 18
That hits.
and a 13, so it does terrible 6 damage.
Okay.
Number 3 is going to get a 19
Hits.
and another miss. And I rolled 8 damage. And then number 4 has miss and a dirty 20.
Okay.
And that is 10 damage. And then I am going to beans. I am going to cast Fireball
Oh, damn!
on Lyra.
Oh, shit! Just on her?
Yeah.
What's the radius?
I'm gonna angle it so it doesn't hit Sina, obviously.
Okay. What's the
20 foot
save?
radius, so it's gonna be centered off of her. It's going to be a dexterity saving throw of 16.
Wait, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
for whatever reason you cut out your dexterity saving throw. What is it?
16.
Okay. Oh, she super fails.
Okay, I get one more dice out. Okay, that does 8d6 damage. Big money, big money. $32 damage.
Oh, shit! I appreciate that you did an area of effect. I was just thinking about, like, man, these guys don't have any area of effect spells, and then you just laser it on one specific person. All of you watch as like a massive ball of fire fires out as Baron like plays a tune on her fiddle, and it erupts from it and then just hurtles across the battlefield and consumes Lyra, who's like keeled over on her knee as the flames pass over her. And just as she's kind of like coughing and looking up, Elray is going to advance here.
I would like to do one more thing, is
Oh, yes.
send a telepathic message to Lyra. And just say, get out, this isn't your fight.
She does not move because it's not her turn. Elray comes up. He is going to bonus action Misty Step right here. And he is what?
Aeon gay violence.
And he's just going to like double down on your fireball and burning hands at a higher level on her. And you watch as he basically like claps and pushes out a wall of fire.
Wait. Can he just bitch slap her?
He does not bitch slap her. Elray is above that. And you watch as like Lyra's face begins to melt a little bit and like the skin droops down, and he just goes, "You shouldn't have come back here." And again, the flames just like push her down into the ground until she is dead.
Yeah.
And with that, it is
Oh my
Sina's
god,
turn.
daddy daughter burning someone alive time.
Fucking crazy.
This lady showed up for one round.
Literally
of combat and
one
got
round, and then got
cremated.
just wrecked by.
This is what happens when you divorce yourself from our found family.
That's right. Sina is going to pop over here, make her 2 attacks against the Erlking.
Did she think my fireball was at least a little cool?
Make an insight check.
I'm distracted by fighting.
Yeah, she
It's a
pays you no mind. She hits with one of those attacks. That is a 9 piercing damage, and then 4, 10, 15, another 24 total damage. Where's the Erlking? He's there. She will then bonus action disengage, which gives her the ability to slurp behind the back of this guy. And with that, it is now Lazer Hawk's turn.
Lazer Hawk will calmly walk over here, kind of closer to Branwen, find an opening, and shoot at the Erlking.
Shoot away.
21.
That hits.
I'm going to re-roll that one. And I got a 4 again. 14 does not hit. 15 normal damage.
Okay.
And 1 fire damage.
Nice. Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I guess Buster will gnaw on the Erlking's leg.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Just going.
I don't think that'll hit unless 14 hits.
It does not.
Can he do it anyway? Just like doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the Erlking just doesn't pay attention. Okay, now the thorns are hitting. They hit the first knight with both attacks.
Oh man.
This is night
With
4. Talking about night
with above
4.
20s.
Yes. It's 14 slashing. 11 poison. And then on the same one for 10 slashing.
So these are all in number 4?
Yes, 9 poison.
Okay, what was the second amount?
9
Again?
poison and 10 slashing.
Okay.
Now number 1. Both hit again. Both north of 20. I'm going to do totals and give you one number.
Cool.
$19 poison.
Okay.
23 slashing.
Rude.
And then number 2. Misses with 1, hits with another above 20. This is on 2. 14 slashing. 11 poison.
And that one is done.
Okay. That's number 2.
Yep, number 2's out.
Okay. Alrighty. It is now Dunk's turn.
I'm gonna wheel around and I'm going to smack Thorn number 3.
Okay.
Uh, 23 to hit.
That hits. Sorry.
Alright. So let's see. Uh, 10. So 19 damage. Here we go. Finally some damage. 19 plus 5 fire damage.
Okay. And you have 3 attacks, just so you know.
Yes. 22 to hit.
That hits.
for 8 bludgeoning damage and 7 fire damage.
How would you like to do this?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go hot dog style, but because it's a mall, it just kind of like Coke cans them.
Yeah, Coke cans are like, I was thinking like an accordion, like, wah, wah. You like bring your hammer down onto his skull and it squelches downward. You have one more attack?
And I have one more attack, and that is going to be aimed right at. You know what? I'm gonna thin the herd a little bit more. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna hit this one, number 2.
Okay.
Ooh, does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So that is 20 bludgeoning damage
Jesus.
and 4 fire damage.
Okay. Alrighty. And that
Now
is
that will be my
your
turn.
turn, which makes it Willem's turn. Oh wait,
I'm
hold on.
going to
Knights, the Knights of the Hunt.
Oh,
yeah.
Dunk's Knights. Yes.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep attacking the Erlking.
First attack for that one misses. Second attack, I think actually hits. That's a 23.
That hits.
Okay, so that guy is 11 damage. And then the other guy miss and miss.
Okay. Now it's Willem's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna lay on hands myself for all of it, which puts me from 6 to 66.
We love that.
That is good.
Yeah. And then I will hex on the Erlking, and he has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay. Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Alrighty. Alright. He is going to expend his legendary action. And I will have everyone make wisdom saving throws.
With advantage because we have scramble.
Thank you, Randy.
Yay! Let's see, am I still within? I am still within 10 feet of Willem. Oh, I don't think it's gonna matter.
Oh, I did so bad.
I probably failed.
Yeah, I can't imagine. If I'm -1, yeah, okay, no.
I did good for me though.
You get a +2 though, Dunk, because you're near Willem.
I do. I don't think it's gonna matter.
I got a 16.
I also got a 16.
Okay. Did anyone get higher than a 17?
I got this many.
Okay, Willem, you take 5 necrotic damage. The rest of you take 10 and are frightened of the Erlking. So Willem, he is basically going to like push his way past everybody. Actually, no, he's still fighting you. Who am I kidding? He wants to take. He's a man of honor. He doesn't flee from the battle. He's attacking you, Willem. Alrighty. 28 and a 21.
Silvery barbs on one of those. The higher one, ideally.
I'm just fucking dying right now.
19.
Both hit.
Okay.
I thought your AC was like 21.
19. I took Great Weapon Fighter instead of Duelist, so it was 18
Wait,
that I popped back on my shield.
I've also got a silver barbs.
Yeah, okay.
God.
31.
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
appreciate the gesture.
So they both hit. I'm giving you totals.
Sure.
34 slashing. $20 necrotic. that's his turn, which makes it Branwen's turn.
I am
Still
going
up.
to
Oh shit!
bonus action
I have
face
this
step.
many health.
Let's go.
Bonus action face step myself over next to Willem.
The draft
Hello.
horse.
The draft horse! And I am going to
Sorry for
cast
the longer sesh, folks.
cast Cure Wounds at 6th level.
Oh dang.
So that is going to be, how do I do math? 6d8. Yeah, 6d8. Garbage. Are you rolling or I'm rolling? Okay. You're rolling dice. Decent rolls over here. You heal for 1d8 plus 1d plus 4. You get 32 damage. Or 32
You mean
points of
32
healing.
health, right?
Yes, 32 points of healing.
Okay. I appreciate that. That's like one Erlking attack.
Yeah. And then all my little guys are gonna attack their little guys, which is 1, 3, and 4.
Okay.
One whiffs it hard. Number 3 got 1 hit. 2 hits. 2 hits for number 3.
3 is dead, so 3 will move over to number 2, I assume.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Does the hit still carry over? 'Cause
Yep.
that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first attack does 15 damage. And the second attack does 9 damage, so a total of 24.
How does your Water Woman Warrior want to do this?
It absolutely like alley-oops it for Sina to finish.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just basically makes a nice like little setup, so then Sina can just do a nice little stab. And then number 4 misses on both.
Okay. Sina very annoyingly like slits the warrior's throat and like looks through the water warrior towards you.
I'm like, I don't control them.
And so that one is dead. And now it is El Ray's turn. And he's going to do some chain lightning at the other dudes.
Hell yeah.
1 and 4. They have to make some saving throws. 1 rolls a nat 1. But because they both fail, oh yeah, they both die.
Nice.
Fine.
Does the chain lightning hit Mr. Earl?
It does not.
Oh man.
My name is Earl.
And now it is
But does it hit the
Sina's
king?
turn. And she is going to dart over here. Make her 2 stabby stabs. Nat 20!
Let's go, girly!
Big stabbing.
I love this for her.
Big stabbing.
Which means she does double the damage. Well, first she does how much? So she rolls 10, so 10 damage, and then she rolls it on one of them. Whoa. That's another 9, so 19 damage, and then she also already does 3, so it's 18. Okay, so that's 18, 10. Oh, fuck! She kills the Erlking!
Really?
So she comes swooping in. She like basically like slits the throat of the warrior that you set up for her, and she immediately like runs over, catches one in his thigh, which brings him careening down to earth on one knee, and then she like looking at all of you pulls the other blade across his throat, and the fickle orange lights in his skull start to dim out until they finally burn and snuff, and the skull topples over, and each of you begins to see as this form cracks, and you hear like squelching, and a familiar, very long-eared, narrow face of a lobe appears where the Erlking once stood, bleeding into the burning field.
Is this gonna attack us too?
Everyone's
No,
dead.
that's
He's a
the
ghost.
Erlking.
That's the hero.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's a ghosty?
No, it's just his body. He had a different
Oh,
form
okay,
than what he
okay.
truly was.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. And with that, we
Hard
are out
eyes
of
at Sina.
combat.
Okay, where do we go now?
That
The
probably
Phillies.
feels like a great place to end for the evening. Given the lengthy session, apologies given the hour, but we thank you all
I could play for
tuning
3
in
more hours.
to another exciting edition of Nat20Hot, where the party jumped ahead because of skillful maneuvering on their part, as always. And we thank you for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you, not next Wednesday, because of course you'll be celebrating with your families.
What about
And
tomorrow?
so allow me to be the first to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, holidays, whatever it is you
That's it.
celebrate.
Christmas the first. Christmas
Christmas
the
is
first.
first. I hope you all have
Chris was
wonderful
the first.
holidays
I don't
with your
care about what
families, with your friends, your loved ones, and just know that there is no greater gift, and I mean this full stop, that I get than to play this game with these people week in and week out.
And making your friends cry.
That's it. That's the dream. All of you, happy holidays. Have a good week. Have a good night. So long.
Merry Christmas,
Bye,
Envoy.
Envoy. Good job,